welcome in to this week's episode of Unrolled Stories, a D&D campaign set in the world of Alvoria. It's been a while since I've done this. I've forgotten how this goes. We are back with these wonderful humans to roll some dice, attempt some questionable accents, and hopefully tell a decent story. Yes, we've been away because I decided to disappear for weeks. But we're back. I hope everyone remembers what we were doing last time. I kind of do. At the top of the episode, Dakota Irish. Obviously, if you want dice or wooden tabletop accessories for your games of D&D, Daggerheart, or any other TTRPG in between, check out Dakota Irish and use the code TheWelshDM at checkout. Grab yourself 10% off. A reminder, you can listen to Unrolled Story episodes as a podcast for all of your commuting, washing the dishes, or hanging the laundry needs. If you do listen to an episode over there, don't forget to rate and review so other people can find the podcast as well. And while you're there, why not also check out from the same distributor, Daggerheart to Heart, if you're interested in all things Daggerheart that me and Nico Dagayo, also on YouTube, chat about things. In this game, we make use of the Reimagined classes that are available on the DM's Guild. So if you want to embody Balrick, Lesley, Aderyn, or Ximori at your tables, you can indeed, or whatever variant version of those classes you can dream of. And as always, all NPC art and the character art was done by the wonderful Erin Angelini. You can go support them on their Art Venturing Guild on Patreon and grab the NPC art to use in your own games, as well as get an advance on any potential commissioning open slots. I can hear Chris breathing in his mic.
So loud.
He's just really excited about those dice.
He's getting pumped up for combat. He's getting psyched.
I'm the Barbarian, Chris. God.
Speaking of combat, the Chibi battle map art used in that combat was done by WeTheDreamingDesigns. Do check out either of those artists and the many more wonderful artists online, and do not use the fake Terminator ones. I think that's everything. Actually, no. Inspiration, before I forget. 2 inspirations to hand out. 1, Ximori. For remembering to use Leslie's roll initiative ability that Emma forgets every time. And the other is to, sadly he is not here, but useful for Chris to know, who is running Arquen tonight. Arquen gets it for baiting Finian into a suicidal one-on-one that then got ended by Ximori breaking his spine in half. Those are the inspirations handed out. Cool, let's figure this out. The other thing I will mention before we go, I forgot to write down the proper initiative order, so I've done my best to recreate it from last episode. It might be slightly wrong. We'll figure it out. Anyway, with all of that out of the way, I think it's time to continue telling our story. Previously, you were deep underground among the ancient city of Avasar, the city that Andamon was built from, on top of, extended out of, depending on your definitions. Having moved swiftly and silently through the city for the majority, actions you took at the large Tower of Sorcery in the center of the city drew the attention of a certain pair of eyes. Finian, the bitch member of the Knights of the Compass Knights, hunted you through the city, exacting a revenge that none of you really knew he was after. But his ambush was rushed and quite poorly executed, not really expecting the speed of Ximori and the investigatory ability of Balrick. and he soon ended up trapped in a cellar basement in what was never an honourable duel to begin with. One member of the Compass Knights dispatched and left for dead in the basement of a forgotten city. You pushed on to the chapel where you believed Galhana was, and specifically where the children you were sent to rescue were. An excellently executed scouting mission allowed you to assess the situation and come up with a plan. But unfortunately, before you could fully cement them in, your timings were accelerated as Galhana began a profane ritual that drew upon the tangible essences of fear that had pervaded the city in the previous days. You leapt to action, Aderyn and Dek and Ximori atop the top of the chapel, and the rest of you rushing in from the side, responding to the screams of the prince's children that were echoing out. Your arrival has forced the hands of Galhana and her cultist followers as she unleashed a roiling cloud of shadows and nightmares to slow you down while she attempts to complete the ritual. And that is where we're going to pick back up. So, to reset the scene, we have a large roiling mass of dust and gas pulled from the space between worlds and stars, placed at the head of the chapel, where just above it a slowly opening, yawning maw of shadow and darkness to a realm that Ximori, you feel somewhat connected to, begins to slowly open within the space. In the center of the room is a large sphere of roiling cloud, smoke, and shadow cast by Galhana that begins to drift towards, ominously, the doorway where Balrick and Arquen rushed through. Elsewhere in the chamber, Ximori is atop one of the high balconies on the side, cutting through cultists with abandon. And Lesley and Tauri, having teleported via a dimension door spell, stand right in front of the iron cages where the hand of the Emperor, Sidukusi Ying Feng, and the two children of Malachi Toatzilan are being kept. Any other questions from you guys before we start initiative again, to refresh your minds?
Yes, the exit to the room is the exit that I can see here, the broken bit. Or is it where Balrick is?
So that's where we came in. And then where Balrick is also a double door that we can get out of as well.
It's a large church, like a large church door.
Okay, cool. And what's
Dek is flying around. Dek was scared. I think Dek is scared.
I think a fair number of people.
I think it's Ulrich, Dek, and Lesley are all frightened. Dek is hovering.
Dek is currently on the roof, sort of.
On the roof, peering timidly through a hole in the roof.
Correct. The other elements of note, the windows out the back are shattered and open to, I'd say the elements, but you're miles underground. And
there are elements underground.
Yes, there are physical, like, tendrils of black, shadowy fear stuff that are being pulled from the cavern above down towards this point. And I think that's a good enough place to jump into the top of initiative, which is Galhana at the top of initiative. Galhana, in that moment,
going to have to make a few checks.
Well, first of all, she doesn't need to make a save. She immediately takes 2d6 cold damage from the vacuum of space that she currently finds herself in, so please roll me that.
Russian Nebula. 2d6 fire, isn't it?
It's 2d6 cold, but yeah.
all of us take?
Oh no, it's fire for you. Sorry, it was cold from the previous spell.
5.
5 points of damage. You see it kind of scorch up her skin and the robes. You see elements of her white hair begin to blacken in that space. She is going to then step out of the space 10, 15. It's difficult terrain. That's as far as she gets. Oh, that is actually one thing I remember at the top of initiative. I realised during Watchback that Aderyn and... Not Aderyn. Tauri and Lesley got to move when I said that your movement was simply getting onto the battlefield. To correct that, I'm going to allow Arquen and Balrick, should you want to move 15 feet right now, anywhere within the space. So, Chris, if you want to... No, this would have happened before the cowering, so just reflecting.
No, I think Balrick would have been behind the door anyway to get a good vantage point.
I think Arquen would have moved somewhat further in.
Arquen would have clambered as much. Here's the thing, though. If Arquen had, he would have been in this black spot.
Yes, it's just sort of a gimme.
Just give me. Feel free to turn him around the corner. Okay. I don't particularly mind.
I think he would have. Yeah. Maybe he would have rushed over towards the benches to hide behind as the black spot was appearing.
Yeah, I love that. Cool. Galhana on turn, upon coming out of there, where she was heading towards to try and get to the children, finds two people defending them, which she does not like. And
I don't care.
Is going to do something about that. Yeah, we'll start. She's just going to, upon coming out of here, just instinctively seeing you there, just throw out 3 bolts of shadowy energy towards you. We'll go 2 towards Lesley, 1 towards Tauri.
That seems fair.
So, Tauri. That is a 22 to Tauri.
Nah, that doesn't hit.
And Lesley, an 11 and a 24.
Yay, just about. I thought it was damage. Oh god.
No, so 1 hits, I'm assuming. I don't think you have an AC of 11.
Tauri, 13 points of necrotic damage. That was quite low.
Ow. Low?
That was low. Lesley, 26 points of necrotic damage. As this bolt of pure unlife energy just rackets towards you. And you feel yourself wither away slightly in that moment as she turns to you and says, I suggest you get out of the way if you like your lives. And that is Galhana.
It probably won't. Oh no, never mind. I can see. Never mind.
No, what's your question?
I was about to ask, is she in melee? But because the fire disc around Lesley kind of hides some of the hexagons, and I couldn't work out because if it was a witch bolty Eldritch Blast, then I assumed it would have been at disadvantage.
No.
But they're not, because there's a gap.
In that moment, at the top of the turn, also the cloud of shadow and darkness moves 10 feet away from her. She was there, so it actually moves down a little bit. And Arquen does end up inside it. When the sphere moves into space. So I need a wisdom saving throw from Arquen, please.
Okay.
With Arquen bonus.
Arquen does so. Arquen has +9. Ooh. 12. That will not be useful.
12 total.
No, a D12.
Oh, right, sorry. Ooh, blind roll.
16.
16. I have so many tabs open. 16 is enough. So Arquen only takes 11 points of psychic damage, which he halves even further to 5. As his mind is assailed by nightmares that he does not understand. And that ends Galhana's turn for now. Balrick, you are next up in the initiative. I'm going with.
Okay. Now, Balrick is cowering in fear.
That is correct. You must use your action to cower in fear.
Does that mean I can't move?
You can move in a way that would reflect being afraid if you want to go hide in a corner.
So, Balrick is assailed by vision of very nice things, and he's afraid, and it's like shell shock-esque. Like he's obviously by the door. He turns around back to the door, drops to his knees, like not drops to his knees, but like drops to, like his back goes down the back of the door, and he's like shaking, like not having a good time. Looks around the corner of the door and sees this black orb and just goes shit, and he starts to like shuffle outwards. I'm gonna take half speed in that, like it's like he's crawling outwards.
Sure.
And he just sees visions of his family and everything, and he's just racked.
As you do that, you possibly don't notice, but Aderyn, I think you would notice being relatively close. You see this kind of grey, almost like a floating liquid ink coalesce around Balrick and darken, and it begins to get drawn away from him towards that circle as the circle gets bigger, as it appears the fear of the people in this place is helping grow this ritual. And that ticks the countdown down 1. I assume Derek does the same. Chris?
Derek doesn't move away, he's just cowering in the the hole, peering in.
Now it is the Fanatic's turn. This one has a spiritual weapon that it is going to move 20 feet towards you. Ximori, it's a spiritual weapon, it doesn't do much else. And is going to attempt to cast Hold Person. No, that one's already attempted to call Hold Person, it failed on you, Ximori, I remember that. Man, they don't have a lot. He's going to just shoot a burst of necrotic energy at you. Ximori, can you make a dexterity save, please?
Yes, I can. Oh dear, that's not good. That is a use of inspiration to reroll.
Sure.
That's slightly better. That is a 14.
A 14 is a success, so you take 6 points of necrotic damage. And then the one that is actually concentrating on spiritual weapon is going to attempt to do the same thing to you, Tauri. Can you make me a dexterity save, please?
Okay. Yee. I'm using an inspiration because I don't like a nat 1. Which is much better because that turns into a 17 for a total of... Oh, I'm proficient in that. Jesus. 22.
22. You take 4 points of 4 points of necrotic damage as you successfully see this coming, and this kind of black shadowy stuff dragged from the fear around the space cascades up your neck slightly, but you duck out the way of it. That ends their turns. Ximori, you're up with Arquen on deck, Chris.
Right. This one up here, do you remember if that was the one that I unconscious and sort of left up here to swing?
I don't think any of them were fully unconscious, based on my numbers. I'll tell you that. Okay. But he's very low on health, I can tell you that.
Well, I'll do him an unconscious.
Yeah, sure.
We'll go reckless, why not?
Sure.
Recklessly unconscious. God, I'm glad I went reckless, Jesus. That is a lovely brain numbers. 16 with the 16 with the glaive.
16 does hit, so I just imagine you whip the bottom up, crack him under the jaw, and he just goes limp, unconscious in that space. You don't need to roll damage, you have 1 hit point.
Good. And I'll jump down at the Fanatic.
And the Fanatic? Cool, go for it. I realise I've not numbered them, so I'm just going to quickly do that. Carry on.
Oh, that was nearly a nat 20. Oh well. It's a 24.
24 does hit.
That's 10, d6, and a d4. Okay, right. Weapon damage. I presume I don't need to split them off. They're all the same. Yeah. Okay. 50. Plus 24 points of damage.
Woo!
And the next time that creature casts a spell, it takes a d4 of psychic damage for each level of the spell it tries to cast.
Wonderful. Let's put, I don't know, poison on them. You do take 10 points of psychic damage. What have I done it as previously? Let's call it cold. It's Armor of Agathis, but flavoured. As you shatter through the Armor of Agathis on them, breaking it apart in the process. But it does rack into your head in that process. They are still standing, though.
Okay. For my bonus action, do I have it? No, not until I get the Tavern feat. Okay. In that case, I'm going to move around it, so the spiritual weapon is between me and it.
Gotcha. Or he's between you and the spiritual weapon.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
There we go. That's my turn.
Just as a reminder, those two large spheres, no one can see through. They are massive obstacles to line of sight.
Yep. Massive balls of darkness.
At the end of
that to my advantage.
At the end of your turn, we are going to have Galhana's second villain action. Galhana, seeing this, pulls fear directly from the space and just looks around, hearing the screams of her cultists dying. And with a look on her face, just goes, "Stand again. We must finish the ritual." And you just see, Ximori, you just see, going into the dead cultists you have slain, fear racks into their bodies and they begin to convulse. Their corpses get pulled up like puppets on a marionette string, held up by this shadowy fear stuff, and they begin to lumber towards each of you. As we have had 3 dead
just
cultists.
Put you down.
The unconscious one stays unconscious. He was not dead. You're fine on that.
To simply not kill them.
As we had, I'm roughly trying to remember where they were, so if we're wrong, I'm wrong. I think one was up here and one chased you up.
There was one up here, yes.
And then
there was one up here to start with.
Yeah. And then we'll put another one here, I don't know. Yes, as they are repuppeted. But it is Arquen's turn.
Arquen in the dark. Chris, microphone.
Arquen is in darkness that he can't see through like he normally would be able to. But he does know that there's benches in front of him, so he's going to leap over the bench. There's a thing.
There is indeed.
There is.
Is this
He sees the
Arquen's
thing.
first turn, or is this... Because otherwise he has to cower in fear.
No, it's not Arquen. It's Balrick
Arquen
and Lesley.
succeeded.
Okay.
Arquen passed on the cowering fear. Arquen leaps over a bench and he's going to do some cutty slash.
Go for it.
Very advanced moves.
The technical move only paladins can do.
Not very advanced. He trips over the bench, falls face first on the floor. Got a 3 on the dice, +7, 10.
10. Not enough, I'm afraid.
Stumbles over the bench as he tries to vault in heavy armor. But he picks himself up and he goes again. And that's better, that's a 22.
That does
Spelled
hit.
it out.
It's like, you saw nothing. Oh, nice. And then 12 max damage on the sword.
Ooh, nice.
Oh, yeah.
Cuts through this, undead flesh, and shadow begins leaking out of the form as it turns around to look at him. Anything else on his turn?
Does Arquen have any bonus actions? I don't think
I don't
so.
believe so.
He has 3 lay on hands left.
Cool.
He could divine sense another location of any undead. I don't think he needs it.
No, I think it's probably fine.
I think he can figure it out on his own.
Cool. Lesley, you're up.
So do we, being afraid, scared, I have to use my action to cower in fear.
Correct.
Completely fair. Do I have a bonus action?
You do have a bonus action. As this happens, you, Tauri, you see the fear itself become manifested around Lesley and pour into the ritual as it's gaining, and the countdown ticks down 1.
And the situation behind me is a cage?
It is 2 separate cages in which you see a amber dragonborn middle-aged woman in like noble attire that's scuffed and damaged, and then 2 small dragonborn children of kind of green and bronze mottled scales in the other one, who are both scared out of their minds.
I will say, because Emma wasn't here, Aderyn has a plan that Tauri passed on, telling the 2 children, when something pulls at you, let it happen.
Okay, cool. Good to know. In that case, Lesley is the most scared I think he's ever been in his life, and he's seeing this black smoke like come across him. It's taken everything for him not to bolt away. I don't think he can really bolt away. He's like sort of gripping onto the cage, like gritting his teeth, little manly tears like at the corner of his eyes, and he's gonna sort of try and like whisper, like really shaky voice, some like encouragement to Tauri, and use tactical command to tell her to hold her ground. So you get a +1 bonus to your AC until the end of my next turn.
Cool.
Well, until your turn's over.
Yeah.
Cool. That ends Leslie's turns. It is now the Shadows' turns. This one, with no regard for its safety, is just going to fall off the edge, just tumbles down, regathers itself like it's made of jelly, almost. Like you hear the bones snap, and it doesn't care as it comes after you, Ximori. It does take 6, points of damage on the fall, as it comes after you, and is going to strike at you twice.
With advantage, I went reckless.
Thank you. First one, I don't think it's going to hit. 13.
Yes.
The second one is a natural 19 for a 23.
27. It is possible. I'm going to roll my d8 and see if I get it.
Go for it.
8. My tail. My powerful tail.
Your powerful tail literally takes the hand off this corpse, essentially, and raw shadow stuff begins leaking out instead of blood, as it misses with both attacks. Shadow 2, I think, is going to amble towards the Paladin, I suppose. 20. 25. I don't think it needs more movement to get over a bench, so it doesn't actually get into combat. The other one will make 2 attacks on Arquen. Natural 1 and a natural 9. Neither is going to hit as Arquen deflects the blows calmly as this figure tries to rake and claw over his brand new shield. After that, it is the remaining cultists' turn, of which there are 2. I think this one is going to back up a little bit. Unsure kind of what to do. He's just kind of hold the space. I'm going to rule that he gives advantage. Yeah. I'm going to rule he gives the help action. No, none of that makes sense. He's going to take the dodge action. This one, however, is going to see you down there, Aderyn, 5, 10, 15, 20, and is going to hurl a sacrificial dagger towards you, Aderyn.
Rude.
That is a natural 18 for a 21.
Yeah, that hits by 20.
You take 4 points of slashing damage and 1 point of necrotic damage for 5 damage total, and I need you to make a concentration check. DC 10 constitution saving throw.
15 plus whatever.
And he goes to pull out another dagger as he eyes you up. And he's kind of eyeing up whether he can make the jump or not.
Did you say I took 4 damage?
5 total.
5.
Yeah. 4 slashing, 1 necrotic. That ends the cultist's turn. Tauri, you're up. The children are terrified behind you. You can see fear manifesting around them, almost shrouding their entire cage in darkness. Lesley carrying fear as well, with the same aura around his head.
So, I have a question.
Yeah.
Counter charm. Can I burn a bardic inspiration and possibly break my loot to try and fill the space with counter charm?
So you're trying to do an aura counter charm.
Basically, so it is already an aura anyway, because it's 30 feet.
Okay, cool.
And they get an advantage on save and throws against being frightened or charmed, because I'm assuming people will have to roll at the end of someone else's turn.
They will roll at the start of their turn.
Next turn, yeah. So what I'm trying to do is try and get it so that it would even hit Balrick down the other end, if I roll well enough.
I think even in the realms of me thinking cool stuff, over 100 feet is a bit much.
Fair enough.
No one is charmed within a 3-mile radius.
Fair enough.
That's one hell of a power chord.
Fair. Could I possibly try and get it to double it then? Because that will then hit our little dragon.
I will say, do you have inspiration, or are you just a bardic inspiration?
So I've got 2 bardic inspiration, and I have 1 heroic inspiration left.
I would say this is more heroic inspiration than bardic. If you burn
That's
that,
fine by me.
And make me a performance check. I'm going to say it is DC. Is it 20 or 25?
It's sacrificing the loot. That feels like a 20.
Are you
I'm willing to have it so that I could break the loot to get this to work. I've got a flute as a backup anyway, so I'm going to still cast spells.
I'm going to say it's a DC 25, but if you get over 20, you break the loot in the process to achieve it.
That seems fair. So my performance is a +7.
Okay, so we're looking for 18 or higher, but perfect goes off. 13 or higher at a cost.
It works, but the loot breaks.
Yes.
Close success.
So, because I feel it is important, for the group chat. No, wait, that's a giraffe. Where's the photo?
I rolled a giraffe.
Yeah, I did.
We've just found out what Tauri's actual horror is. Giraffes.
Yeah, it's giraffes. She's scared of giraffes.
With a natural 20, you tell me what happens.
So basically, you just hear the most beautiful power chord you can possibly imagine. It's this perfect major chord that just resonates throughout. There we go.
Up your major chord. A power chord is solely a tonic and a fifth. But anyway.
This is my response to that. We're playing D&D and there's magic. That just seems to echo throughout the space that we're in. It gets quieter as it gets further away, but you just have it. It almost feels like if you look hard enough, you can see patterns resonating through the air.
Sick. You see this begins to almost interfere with the fear tendril, like the very aura that's emanating in this space, and it weakens the palpable darkness that sits on this entire room, and even like a sound wave passing through the Doontide spell. Everything becomes a little more unstable, and everyone in the room that, as we say, within 60 feet of you, is no longer crushed by the level of fear that is in this room. So what does it do? I'm currently looking at the new version of
It doesn't do
Counter
anything right now, unfortunately.
Okay.
As an action, I can perform until the end of your next turn. What I will say is I may have thrown out a healing word, depending on how hurt Lesley looks beforehand, because that's a bonus action, so I think I can do both.
Yep.
During that time, you and any friendly creatures within 30 feet, 60 feet for my special thing, because I've just done it, that can hear you, gain advantage on saving throws against being frightened or charmed.
Yep. So you are now performing that. You're whamming the Guitar Hero guitar currently to maintain it.
Kind of
through the
what I
round.
can imagine is it's almost like I can imagine it being a little bit people hear, like I play power chord at the start, but then it morphs into a person's song that is the most uplifting thing for them to hear. So it almost resonates with a person for them to hear what they want to hear in that moment to help them.
I love
that. How hurt is Lesley?
Lesley is not bloodied. I think, actually. Did Lesley take any damage in the last session?
No.
Lesley is not bloodied. Lesley's
okay, then I will save my spell slots because we don't have many.
Cool. I would like Lesley, the protector of children, to tell me which dice you want me to roll for the children's wisdom saves at the start of their turn.
The children? Or...
Yeah.
Well, let's go with that blue and the red one.
These two?
Yes. Roll high, please.
They have advantage. They do not get anything to this roll. They are children. And the DC...
Children are scared of nothing, Gethin.
They're Nepo babies. They should get, like...
They're barely aware of what's going on.
The DC is 15. So, the eldest child, the daughter... Natural 20. An 11 and a natural 20. As you see, in that moment, the daughter kind of
That one's the eldest.
looks up from huddling her little brother, and sees you doing that Tauri, and just begins to hear like the calming notes that accompanies their childhood. That is one child no longer frightened, and the son. That is an 11 with advantage. He is still afraid, but is being comforted by his sister now. At the start of their turn, that ticks down the countdown only 1 as fear builds and this portal begins to open. You can now see it beginning to roil and bubble like it has almost 3-dimensional space, and something is beginning to push through. Aderyn, it is your turn.
Okay. I will... Seeing that the older sister seems a bit more. No, I'll get the older sister first. She seems more willing. I'm gonna vortex warp the sister, and I'm gonna yank her.
Okay.
Out of her cage.
Can someone remind me whether the children have been told to let that happen yet?
Yes.
Yes, Tauri said it last time.
That's fine. Did you roll a persuasion check?
Off the top of my head, I cannot remember.
What I'll say is now that she is no longer terrified, roll me a persuasion check to see whether she actually listens to you, because she doesn't know who you are, what you're actually up to. But you are very good at persuasion, and it's not a super high DC.
Okay, good. Because that's a 15.
15 was the DC. So in that moment, she is open to... She has no idea what is happening, but she is not going to resist the vortex warp that happens.
Let's do the vortex warp again.
And I've just realised I don't remember what these kids' names
I'm gonna vortex warp her to right behind me, because I was gonna do the door, but there's someone by the door. And let's not just feed him the kids.
Okay. So the daughter will be the one in blue. I just chose 2 random ones. Feel free to move her where you want.
The one in blue.
Top right.
Oh, what a cutie. I'll put her there.
Wonderful. Anything else on your turn?
I'm going to tell her, stay behind me. I will get your brother now. We've got you. And then I'll just kind of look over at Tauri and nod and like kind of convey like he's next.
She looks at you. She's still trying to process everything. She is still afraid, but it's not the level of fear that's feeding this, and does look at you slightly terrified as to what just happened. She does see at least a relatively attractive person, not a horrifying monster. Like, it could be worse if it was Ximori. Let's put it that way.
It's fine.
But is functionally an adult and does, like, hide behind you. She is... You see her now. She is, like, early teens at most, late preteens kind of age. As yes, she then huddles behind you. She goes to try and like form words into a question, but nothing is coming out in this moment. That ends Aderyn's turn. We are back round to the top of initiative. As Galhana sees that happen, she goes, "What has happened?" "Fine, one will do." And what she is going to do is in a little bit... She's in a little bit of an act of desperation. She's going to position herself to like push up against the crate coming in front of you, Lesley, and is going to just almost like grab the physical manifestations of this darkness and fear around her and just hurl it towards you in a swirling tornado. I need Lesley, Tauri, the Hand of the Emperor, and... Oh, wait, no, it's a 20-foot animation. Sorry, never mind. She was here. No, she doesn't want to hurt the kid. What's she gonna do? Okay. That's what she'll do. She is going to... at the start of her turn, actually, Doomtide moves 10 feet away from her. Let's remember that. Doesn't get anyone into the space. But what she's going to do is she is going to cast Fly. As she takes to the air, Doomtide drops. Because of concentration, I think.
Where's she going? Oh no, she wasn't in the
At the start of her turn, Doomtide still moves, and then she flies.
Yes. Yes, concentration up to a minute. So that drops. She is now flying. We're going to use, I guess, the Blessed logo to signify. She steps up and is then going to hover above here. And then a 20-foot animation will miss the child, hit everyone there. So I need the cultist who's concentrating on spiritual weapon, the Hand of the Emperor, Tauri, and Lesley to make me wisdom saving throws, please. Hand of the Emperor.
Wisdom.
Fails. That's going to be bad. And the cultist.
Oh wait, this is not at disadvantage.
The cultist
is this...
succeeds. Cool. This is not at advantage from Tauri.
Right. 15.
17.
17. Tauri, that is a success. Lesley?
Sorry. 15.
15. Also a success. So you each take 8 points of psychic damage. And you are now both frightened until the end of your next turn.
Even if we passed it. Okay, cool.
Oh, wait, sorry, you passed it. Ignore me.
Sorry, 8 points.
Who is frightened is the Hand of the Emperor, who does go on the same initiative as the children, and they take damage as you see them just like wrapped and like begin to crawl up into a space and like looking around in that space.
Don't forget he has advantage when he tries to save.
She, but yes.
She.
Yeah, that's fine. That ends Galhana's bonus action. Yeah, that ends Galhana's turn. Balrick, you are up. I need you at the top of your turn to make a wisdom saving throw, please.
Mike.
I said I'm way too far to get advantage.
You are. I tried.
Good roll. That is still a good roll. That is a 17.
You are no longer afraid, and you do not. And the countdown does not tick down. What do you want to do?
There is a.
Oh, can you also roll for
himself
Balrick?
hyped up.
Can you all roll for Deck as well? As you
Who
steal
does get
yourself.
advantage?
Deck does.
That definitely passes. I got an 18 on the dice.
Cool. Yeah, Deck shakes it off.
Balrick's gonna. In 3 out of 7. Yeah, so I've got 20 more feet. I'm looking around. I see a lot of things over this way. I see that there's a mess over that way, but I'm not going to shoot an arrow where the kid's over. So I'm going to move closer in.
As you move closer in, you find your ever-bright lantern on the floor extinguished. Yep. It seems it was overwhelmed by the magical power of Doomtide. It may be possible to turn on. You would have to try, but it is not on currently.
Can I grab it and reattach it to my waist really quickly then?
That's fine. That's your object interaction just to make
Does that mean that it's dark in here now?
It is currently dark in here, yes. Other than the light being given off by the nebula at the far end, which is like a dim light in that space. So you can make out shapes and stuff, but yeah.
See silhouettes.
2, 3, 4. I'm going to get this way closer, whittle it down, and I'm just going to shout at Arquen, I've got your back, and I'm going to shoot an arrow at shadow number 1.
Go for it. Bryn, can you do me a favour? Can you throw frightened tags on the various people who are currently frightened?
I will.
Is anyone?
Child, Empress, and that's it. Those are the only two.
Where did I find that?
It's in the attachments ring thing.
I got an 18 to hit.
18 does hit.
But 18 plus stuff actually. No.
Yeah, that hits.
Plus 11. No. 11, yeah, 29. D8. 8 damage.
It sinks into the flesh and it turns to look in the direction that it came from, and seems to register your presence.
Second shot goes wild. It's a nat 1. Can't see.
Yeah.
But yeah, I whistle at Deck, and Deck's gonna come down and land on the thing. Get rid of this
jump now. Bodies him and just raise away at him. Make me attacks.
Deck gets a 15.
15 hits.
That's 6 piercing, and 4. Did I say fire today? I'm gonna say fire. We're in the dark.
Deck literally leaps down, motes of light from the nebula catching in his scales, lands and rips this body asunder as the shadow inside it burns away in the fire.
Alright, move forward. And that's it.
Cool. It is now the Fanatic's turn. That one did take damage before I forget. This one is going to push its spiritual weapon. I can't see that way, so it's actually going to have to push its spiritual weapon back the other way. 10, 20 towards Deck. Doesn't get there. And is... Galhana is going to have pointed out that the child has escaped. It's going to tell this one to go deal with it. So it's going to come towards you, Tauri, Aderyn even, and is going to as it rushes towards you, like clambering over benches, almost like sprinting across the top of them, is going to make you make a dexterity saving throw, please. Aderyn.
Hmm. 18.
That does succeed. This bolt of necrotic energy comes towards you. You only take 5 points of necrotic damage as you shield the child, but it catches you on the side as you go through, as you're rushing towards you. This other one... it was 5 points.
You do concentration.
Yes, please. DC 10. Same again.
8.
8. The nebula falls, and this room once again is submerged in shadowy darkness. You got those shots off Balrick, but then everything goes dark.
Oh no.
Remind me why this cult fanatic is poisoned.
I hit them with my Thunderglaive, so if they cast a spell, they take damage.
They are going to just slash at you with a packed blade because you're still right up close to them.
Right, so it is an advantage, but however, they are now in total darkness.
They can see.
I'm going to say, I imagine these guys are cultists of darkness.
That won't hit though. That is a 14.
Miss.
So he's still a little. He was like aiming with light. Suddenly it went dark. It went grayscale. He's like, nah. And you parry the blade easily to the side. It is then as he's lunged with this blade and gone wide, you can counterattack as it is your turn, Ximori.
Ooh, lovely. I'm going to hit him with the glaive. I'm going to go regular, not reckless this time.
Go for it.
So that's 19 to hit.
That hits.
8d4.
Arquen on deck, then Lesley.
Nine, 10, 11 plus 18 overall.
Oof. Solid hit. Oh, this is number 1. He is looking bad. Is that lunge goes? You just fully take the arm off at the shoulder, and he stumbles, exposing his back to you.
Well, I'm too much of a ravaging monster to ignore that. How bloodied is he looking?
Very.
Okay, so in the darkness, as I've sort of slashed his arm with the glade, my jaw just stretches and I bite the back of his neck and just lift him.
Sick. Roll me damage. Oh, roll to attack first.
That's 20.
You rip.
Which is a shame because it is only a D4, but
you rip his head, like his neck, clean off his body. His head tumbles away one side. The body just skids, and lifeblood flushes through. You do double the D4 and gain double the life points.
So that is 4 doubles to 8 plus 12 hit points back. And
nice.
what
CR2.
Sweet, another 2.
Love it. Anything else on your turn?
That is my attacks. I don't have any useful bonus actions, so I think I'm just going to ignore this shadow.
Fair.
And just in the darkness, I'm just going to 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7.
You didn't
8.
go reckless then, did you?
No.
Natural 19. It does hit you.
Oh, he does hit me at least.
For 8 points of slashing, half 4.
Mm-hmm.
And 4 points of necrotic.
So 8 points overall.
Yeah. As you run out.
Yeah, as just in the darkness, I just full sprint towards the other cultist.
Love it. That ends your turn.
Yes, that is.
Arquen, Lesley, you're on deck. Chris, Arquen.
Oh yeah, sorry.
No worries. It's hard when you're playing someone else's character.
Arquen's going to feel protective over deck, do another jump over this bench to get in the way of the spiritual weapon, hopefully.
Love it.
Bash the spiritual weapon out of the way with a shield while slicing the shadow.
Go for it.
21 to hit.
That hits.
And that is a 11 damage.
Solid strike. The thing like takes it in the shoulder, meaning to like reach a claw towards his helmet and trying to rake at the eyes underneath. Still up.
Yeah, as he knocks the spiritual weapon out of the way, sword comes back round, going to slice back down at it. That's only a 14 to hit.
14 still hits. These are marionetted corpses.
That's a 10.
Sorry, Gethin, I just remembered something.
Yeah.
When I kill somebody while I'm raging, I can move. Where is it? When I kill someone while raging, I can instantly move 15 feet. When I reduce a creature to 0 hit points for the melee attack on my turn, I can use my bonus action to move up to half my speed.
Cool.
Hello, buddy.
It is still standing after those 10 points of damage and begins to just like pull the sword into it as it rakes towards Arquen. But Lesley, it is your turn. At the start of your turn, I need you to make a wisdom saving throw, please. Oh, actually, what did you get frightened from? Was it from...
The first thing where I wasn't here for the initial frightening.
Okay, then that is at the start of your turn.
I get 2 dice.
You do.
And that is 15 minus 1. Wisdom, yeah?
Yeah, wisdom.
14.
14 is not enough, I'm afraid. DC is 15.
It's okay, Lesley can't see anyway, so this is shit all round.
Yeah, that's the thing. That's the thing. That's the -1. It's like you were like emboldened by Tauri's music, but suddenly the lights go out, and all you can hear is the roiling screams and every manifestation of your fear in your ears. For those of you who can see, that portal is growing and is beginning to it is something pushing through a membrane. You see like a horned head. Something clutched in its hand like a staff or a rod of some kind pushing through, almost trying to pierce the veil between spaces as the countdown ticks down 1. But it is still your turn. You are just frightened. So you can't move towards the source of your fear, which is kind of everything. And everything you do is at disadvantage. What do you want to do?
Oh, boy! I actually don't think there's that much I can do. Lesley will, voice shaking, ask Tauri if she wants to move from here.
Tauri will go, no, because we've got a plan.
Perfect. Great. So you're gonna keep that +1 to your AC. Maybe it could help. But yeah, Lesley is not reassuring anyone.
Do you want to take the dodge action? You still have an action.
I thought my action was lost because I'm super frightened.
No, it's a different frightened, this one, to the last one.
That cowering is the command that takes place only on the first round. You are then just frightened, full stop. So if you want to do something with that action, you can try. You're just terrified.
But you can attack but at disadvantage, or you can...
Yeah, I'm already at disadvantage, so I can...
She's also out of range. She is currently 30 feet in the air.
Oh, is she?
Yeah, she's
You got a
30 feet
ranged
in the air.
attack?
Oh, I also can't move towards her, can I? Because she's the source of fear.
Correct.
Nah. Yeah, I'm gonna fling a crossbow bolt at her.
Just a crossbow bolt. Just yeah.
I'm pretty sure I won't hit a child. I'm like 90% sure I can't hit a child in that direction.
No, that's fair.
So the fact you're not even firing it, you're just throwing it.
Yeah, that's the
she's
thing.
just yeeting it. He doesn't even throw it like a dart. He just throws it, and it's just end over end.
Attack roll at disadvantage, Emma.
Yeah. Oh, my drawer is at a real angle here, so my die just keeps rolling to the back. It's 18 plus...
At disadvantage, 18.
Yep, 19
Dang.
and 18.
Sick, that hits. Roll damage. Imagine if this drops her concentration as well.
Oh, I hope it does. 1d8 plus 6, alright.
Plus 6?
Damage type plus... proficiency and oh no, +3, my bad. 1d8.
1.
Yeah, 4.
4 points of damage. She does succeed on her concentration check in that moment. It's just she's not even paying attention to something like that even being possible until No. She stares down at you and just she smirks, seeing that you're still afraid and fueling the ritual. Anything else on your turn, Lesley?
No, that's I think that's...
Okay, it is now the
plus dex.
Shadow Puppet's turns.
No, it's plus dex as well, no?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, so it's plus 6.
What's your dex?
5.
Where's the extra +1 coming from?
Oh, it's not... I'm not proficient. Oh, yeah, sorry. +5. Oh my god, I can't play D&D. It's been so long.
That's how long it's been. That's how long it's been since Emma's done combat.
It's because I have a plus. It's because my Dragonfly Sword's plus one.
Yeah, that'll do. Right.
I've just-
Shadows. 30 feet of movement. They're just going to bum rush this space. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. This one is just going to swing at Arquen with 2 attacks. That is a natural 20 on Arquen and a 21.
Even when he's not here, his AC means nothing.
It's Paladin. I crit again. Paladins. What do you want?
Chris.
That's 8 points of slashing damage and 12 points of necrotic from the crit. So I don't know whether he's resistant to necrotic.
I will check. He's resistant to necrotic, so
cool. That's just 4 points of necrotic then. And the second attack is 3 points of slashing and 7 necrotic, halved to 3.
Sorry, 1 minute. What do you mean 4? It was 6 before, wasn't it?
So he's just taken 6 damage, and it was.
It would have been.
I roll 8 slashing and then 12 necrotic. Which
Okay, so it's 8 then 6.
Yeah.
So yeah, sorry.
8 then 6, and then that one just now was what again?
6 overall.
Yeah,
with
6
the
overall.
resistance to necrotic.
Okay.
As
That's
that
14 overall.
does
So.
that. You know what? There's no reason. This one is going to use its dash to go through the spiritual weapon and come here. That ends theirs turns. Cultist. This cultist will sell their life to stall the ritual and is going to come and try and stab Arquen. It's not going to go well. Natural 2. Hit. Bang! As it does nothing. And this cultist up here is going to... You know what? He's got armor like this. He's gonna risk the fall. He's gonna make an acrobatics check. Fails. Takes a bunch of damage. As he jumps down and then rushes towards you, Aderyn, and is gonna swing at you with a knife. Natural 2 again. He doesn't expect you to be able to see in this darkness, and you easily just knock it out of the way with your staff. At which point, Tauri, you are in the dark, have no idea what's going on. What are you doing?
Being in the dark is a problem because it means I can't do my idea. So... it also means nobody will now have advantage, because that's over.
Yep. You could use an action to continue it. It would just be down to 30 feet at that point.
Yeah. Of which we do have 3 people who have it, so I probably am just going to continue playing. It sounds significantly weaker, almost like the strings need to be tuned after what just happened. And for a bonus action, I'm going to give Lesley Bardic.
I will say, just for your knowledge and stuff, your choice would be for people to overcome the wisdom saves, Lesley or the child behind you. And the child is next. So if they fail, they're adding to the countdown.
Then yes, I'll give it to the child.
What would you say? Or do?
I'll just say, your parents are doing everything they can. They sent us and we will get you back to them.
Love it. Anything else on your turn? And your Bardic is a D8, is that correct?
It is a D8, and no, that's it. That's action, bonus action.
Okay. We are rolling wisdom saves for Sidukesi and the child. To put the stakes out on the table, the countdown is currently at a 2. You need one of them to succeed on this roll. We're going to roll Sidukesi first. They add +5 to this roll, and they have advantage. So we're looking for a 10 or higher on one of these dice. That is a 15 on the die. That is a 20. Sidukesi is no longer afraid. As you see them almost like shake off and throw like a spiteful glance towards Galhana, rush up to the cage and just say, "End this now!" And then the child, D8, is that correct, Bryn?
1d8. Yes, because it's... Yes, 1d8.
Do you want to roll it, or do
Yes.
you want me to roll the D8?
No, you roll it.
That is a 3 on the D8. So we are looking for a 12 or higher on one of these two dice. The lowest was a 12. The highest was a 17. As that gets through to Yashigo, not that you know their names, and you see him like look up at the mention of his parents and connect, like lock eyes with you, Tauri, hearing you playing this song, and is no longer cowering in the back corner. You see the tendrils of fear almost like wash off him slightly and grow weaker. They are no longer frightened. Wonderful. They are still locked and unable to escape from there. Aderyn, it is your turn. I will say that the daughter does retreat around you slightly to be the other side from the cultist.
Sorry, I just realised I don't have that extra 2 hit points.
I would deal with this guy first, don't I? I'm gonna...
You've got a Radomir, you've got a Ximori if needs be. To deal with the problem. Or a Balrick.
Yeah, I'm gonna yell out, "Someone come and help!" And I'm going to focus on the kids. I'm gonna vortex warp the boy.
Just to confirm, how long is your dark vision?
My dark vision
Be 60 feet.
is 60 feet.
So you can't see where we are.
Which means you currently cannot see the kid to vortex warp him.
Okay. It's cool. It's so cool.
You could move and do it, but you would take an attack of opportunity in the process.
And leave the kid.
Yeah, good, can I?
Yeah, you 100% could move to do it though. You always vortex warp this guy away.
To the roof with you.
Just
Get out of
into the
here.
air, just below the ceiling, and then just have them fall.
No, they have to
I have-
land on ground with vortex warp.
Yeah.
But
I
you
have
could put him
two
through the
vortex
hole.
warps, guys. 2.
You can
That's
vortex
fine.
warp
I
them
can-
into water.
I
Yes.
can get people out as well.
I'm gonna, you know what? Yeah, I think he's. Does he look scary?
He is daubed in black. His eyes themselves, like the irises and pupils, are indistinguishable from each other in terms of how black they are, and is wielding a fairly wicked-looking dagger.
He's designed to look scary.
Okay, I'll vortex warp him away. I wanna like.
Balrick looks a little bit clueless right now and he can't see anything, so it might be a good idea to give him someone to go at.
Yeah, I'll send him to
Alright.
Balrick. Have a gift.
He makes a Constitution save. What's your DC?
15.
15.
Oh, like 38.
He has plus nothing. You rolled a 14.
Oh,
Then I yeet him to Balrick. I'm like, be gone.
Okay.
And I'll tell the girl behind me, don't worry, you're safe with me.
She looks at you, afraid and in the dark.
Given their Dragonborn and can't see in the dark.
Yeah. That ends Aderyn's turn. Galhana's turn. Looking down, is just going to say out of the darkness, directed towards you, Tauri, "Well, you're a little chipper soul, aren't you?" It's awfully annoying, and it's just going to throw 3 bolts towards you, Tauri.
Fuck you, bitch.
Your AC is 13.
Yeah, but 14 right now.
Oh, that's true. From Lesley. Okay.
That one will make all of the difference. They're all gonna hit me really easily.
That one forces one of them to miss.
Okay, this is still a problem.
That genuinely was a 6 on... it was. That's still 2 hits. That is going to be potential lot of damage. The first one... Ooh. 27?
I'm unconscious.
Second one hits. Tauri takes a death save.
As a reaction,
Ooh.
can I use my maneuver, Deny Death? When you or a friendly creature adjacent to you makes a death saving throw, you can expend 1 martial die to invoke the fighting spirit. Add your martial die to the saving throw's result, and if the save succeeds and is equal to or greater than 20, the creature automatically stabilizes.
But I'm not rolling a dice.
On Tauri's turn, yes.
Okay.
Because that's when she will make the... That's just one failure from the second bolt hitting.
Okay.
So, Ximori, you're really the only one that sees this. Everyone kind of senses it. There is a lance of dark energy that just rushes into Tauri, and she just drops like her strings were cut. And then a second bolt blasts into her, and you see her just convulse up like that. And then she's going to see if she recharges that ability. She does not. And she is going to move 60 feet from Fly in front of the ritual thing that is opening. And it's realizing that not a lot of people are afraid right now, so she might have to do something about that. But that ends her turn. Balrick.
Everything went dark. I can't see anything. A person's just appeared in front of me. Sword out. Gonna stab.
Go for it.
17.
17 does hit.
That is 8 damage.
You take 5 points of shadow damage back as the armor of Agabus shatters on top of them and pierces into your mind in the process.
Ow.
And they are still standing.
And then 24 to hit.
That hits, roll damage.
Nice. 11 points of damage.
And you take that hit and just redouble your efforts and run this cultist through as they cough up blood onto your arm and they collapse down and you throw them off.
I'm going to run forward then in the dark carefully as I see Dirk and I'm like, what do I even say to Dirk? Oh, actually, as I get this close, do I see that Arquen is absolutely fucking surrounded?
With your passive perception, even reduced by the darkness, I think you'll be able to. You can like sense that there's a lot of people in that space. Yeah.
Dirk, let's help him out. And Dirk's gonna attack.
Go for it.
Dirk got a 2 on the dice.
Oh. Dak is a little disturbed by the darkness at this point. That ends Balrick's turn. It is the cult fanatic's turn. One of them just got rushed by Ximori. The spiritual weapon is going to swing at Arquen for the first time this entire fight. He's had it up every round. At Arquen, natural 3. Clang!
What a useful spiritual weapon it's been.
The one that is in front of you is just going to try and stab you with its blade, Ximori.
He's the only one left.
Natural 3 again. I think you just grab his wrist and just like begin to twist it as it is your turn.
Right, what I'm going to do then is this sort of pew in front of us. I step on his foot, grab his face, and just bend his back over the pew.
Okay.
Just sort of folding him backwards. That is a... can that be the flavour, but it still be the castigate? The glaive?
I'm fine with that.
Okay, good. 24.
24 to hit. That does hit.
As the cracking of the thunder is the snap of his spine. Right. Yes. 25 points of damage.
You do take 10 points of psychic damage as their armor of Agathis shatters in that process. But they are like they're genuinely, you broke part of their spine. They are incapable of moving properly at this point as they are heavily bloodied.
And can they make a Constitution saving throw for me?
Absolutely, they can.
No, they can't. Crippling blow.
Natural one.
They can't take reactions.
Sure.
As I'm now going to make a athletics check. That is a 60. That is a 60 plus my stuff.
A lot.
Yep. So that is 16 plus 7 is 23.
Cool.
I'm going to run and leap into the air to try and grapple Galhana.
Do you have the movement speed for that?
She is 40 feet away from me, and I am 45 feet movement speed.
You know what? That's sick.
The non-Pythagorean nature of this.
When Gethin suddenly realises he forgot the movement speed.
No, it's the Pythagorean thing that always throws me. Yeah. I'm assuming you're using your second attack to attempt to grapple.
To attempt to grapple, yes.
Go for it. She will roll an acrobatics check. Natural 12.
Well, that's a 13 on my dice.
You count it down?
13 total.
Ximori staying in the air.
Ximori stays in the air. The fly speed does maintain her up at that point. But if Ximori wants to then, on subsequent turns, attempt to drag down, I'm okay with that.
And for my bonus action, as I sort of grab onto her to sort of climb up, I'm going to grab her face, look into her face, and say, "Oh, you brought a monster. So did we." And I drop the rage and I re-enter into Draugshi form.
Her eyes go wide in that moment as she begins to struggle to try and get away from you, but is locked it in. Behind you, in your head, you hear the roar of Bast echoed by the roar of whatever the thing coming from behind Galhana's head is. There's the whole demon thing going on.
Demon battle.
Anything else?
I'll make myself resistant to cold damage.
Gotcha. Arquen, surrounded, enemies in every direction. Chris, what does the Paladin do?
Is there anything big he can do?
Moonbeam!
We could theoretically moonbeam. Not a lot of damage.
I will say, one of the shadows is heavily wounded. One of the shadow creatures is heavily wounded. One of the other ones is doing okay. The cultist is fine, but also a cultist and do go down.
What was the concentration check on the fanatic, by the way?
Oh yeah,
who took 28 points of damage?
Natural 19.
Oh damn!
Spiritual weapon stays up.
Real focused on that spiritual weapon.
I'm gonna say, is he the? No, it's the fanatic that's the spiritual weapon.
Yes, that's correct.
That is it. Yeah. One second, can you focus on the cultist?
Lesley, you're up. Thanks.
Oh. I feel like the spells need saving. He's not looking good. Let's try and take out that shadow that's looking unwell.
Go for it. Make an attack roll.
That's an 18 plus
that
stuff.
hits. Roll damage.
What else? 6 points of damage.
Total?
6 points of damage. Yeah.
Still up.
And again, oh my god. 30-20 to hit. And that's 9 points of damage.
It falls in that moment as he like hits it, doesn't slay it, and just like pushes the blade through, finishing it off as it cascades onto the ground into pieces. If that ends Arquen's turn, Lesley.
So, the situation is unclear to Lesley and Emma. I don't know if Harry would have told Lesley her plan. She's now fallen like a sack of bricks. Leslie's scared. Can Lesley like hold his turn and try and like go after Tauri if she can be stabilized? Basically, is it possible to hold?
I mean, you can use your action to try and stabilize her if you wish. It's a medicine check, DC 15.
Yeah.
You can also provide the help action on a death save, full stop. But you have a reaction that does that, and bet more.
Well, could be. Yeah. Well, so Bryn, would Tauri have told Lesley what her plan was, or was she just like still coming up with it? Passing out.
We would have said how Aderyn is busy trying to pull them out.
Mm-hmm.
But obviously we probably have an idea in the fact that it's gone dark now, so they may not be able to see this far. So the backup plan would have always been break the lock, get them out the usual way.
There's currently no immediate danger around you.
Lesley doesn't know that, but Lesley is going to try and break the lock.
Okay.
Feels like... Oh, Leslie's firstly going to try not to be frightened of anything.
Okay, yeah, good shout. That's an important thing. Wisdom saving throw,
Yep.
not at advantage. Counter charm is gone because Tauri is unconscious. DC 15.
fuck.
You need a 16 or higher.
Well, 15 or higher.
16 or higher.
Lesley is a -1.
Oh, right.
It's 1.
Oh.
No, wait, no, it's not. No, it's not. I definitely have inspiration from like birthday inspiration.
Sure.
Sure, yes.
Another one.
This is tense, guys. This is tense.
The worst it can get is 0. Let's go.
The worse it gets, it ticks down the counter.
It wasn't. It's okay. It's 16.
16 total. Lesley, in that moment, you lock in. There is a child to be saved, there is a young woman to be brought back to life, and there is shit to do as the countdown does not tick down 1.
The woman, the dragonborn behind, is she magical in any way?
You have no
I
idea.
don't know.
Leslie's gonna shout to him like, "Can you give me some light?"
What do you want me to do? I'm trapped in here.
We do have torches.
Yeah, as a bonus action, can Lesley like fling his pack, which is full of scarves mainly, but should have torches in it?
I will say, in lieu of making 2 attacks to try and break the lock, you can use 1 to light a torch, and then you can use your second one to try and break the lock, should you wish.
Yeah, I think I need to
Cool.
have light over here to do anything.
There is a sphere of light that comes into the space. It is suppressed from a normal torchlight, but it does give you light in the space that you are in. And then I need you to make...
Can Aderyn see the silhouette of the child through that?
I would say, between dark vision and that light, Aderyn can now see that space.
Right.
Also, crucial question.
Yeah.
How illuminated is the space in terms of can they see the silhouette? Well, we can see them. Can they see what's going on
That's
in
an
the
excellent
middle
question. We will find out.
Kind of banking on the darkness there.
Fair. Sorry. Lesley
I mean,
doesn't
no,
look to
I can see
Are
in the
you-
dark and you can't.
Are you
so-
attempting to pick the lock or break the lock?
Oh, I think break the lock.
Okay,
Leslie's
that
got
is a
finesse, but
that is a strength.
there's a strength.
Still has to be strength. You can do it with the weapon for proficiency, but it will be strength. You can't use the finesse property.
Yeah, fair enough. And out of interest, I have no lock picks, so that's the only way, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, I already rolled, so I know what it is.
Which is
I can have my proficiency.
yes, because you're still using a weapon to try and smash it away.
Hell yeah. All right, so it's 15 on the die, plus 1 plus 3, so 19.
19 is enough to break the lock. Just to be clear, we're doing it. Which one? There's two separate cages. The Hand of the Emperor or the Child?
I think the child.
Child? Sure.
Authority.
Yeah, I think the child. I know Aderyn has plans. As he holds this kid out of the cage. Feels wrong.
Just so you know, that's the level of light currently coming from the torch. So, Ximori, I would say currently you are not being seen by anyone there.
But Lesley will shout out to Aderyn that the child's cage is unlocked.
Okay. You still have movement, Lesley, so if you wanted to like go in and like pick the child up. You see at this point, this child is maybe 10. You would estimate 9 or 10 years old.
The child is on Leslie's back. It's been scooped.
You pick the kid up. Do you want to start moving, or are you going to stay there for Tauri?
No, I've got to stay with Tauri.
Child is on your back. That is done. Then it is the last remaining Shadow's turn. I think it's going to go 2 at Balrick. Now, do 1 at Balrick, 1 at Arquen. Arquen! Misses. Arquen is impenetrable. It then slashes round wildly towards you, Balrick, in a complete disconnection from any kind of movement, and rolls a natural 1. As you just calmly step away and then come back in, ready to swing it away.
You're used to wild flailing.
Speaking of wild flailing, cultist in Arquen's back. Ah, cling! Cannot find an opening in the armor with his dagger. Tauri, I need you to make a death saving throw. I'm assuming
Leslie's special move.
Lesley is rolling a martial die as this happens.
Given they've said it happened.
Given they said it happens.
Emma!
That is a D8 that you can add to this roll.
$21 in total.
You are stabilized.
Yeah.
15 on the die, and then a 6.
Emma, come back. Lights on. Please explain
thing
what your
did
martial
it.
maneuver does.
Sorry, it was piss time. You get to add my martial die, which is a D8.
Yep, that's been
to
rolled.
your roll. Cool. If it brings you to 20 or above, you're stabilized. Like, you're conscious with, I guess, 1 hit point.
No, I don't think that's.
No,
Stabilized
stabilized
or-
is 0,
No,
but
not
not
stabilized.
rolling death saves anymore.
Oh, yeah, automatically stabilizes. You're right.
Not dead.
Yeah.
Not dead.
So in that moment,
dead.
what does that look like from Lesley to stem the bleeding, I guess?
That's a very good question. What does it look like? Oh, it's scarves. It's always scarves.
Leslie,
Yeah, stemming the bleeding, like covering you with, like, wrapping things
Packing
around you.
scarves in.
jab them in the
puts your
wound.
head up on a bunch of scarves to try and stop any of the concussion from collapsing down on the floor. Tauri, you are stabilized. It is now the children's turn. This one is just monkey gripping onto your back, Lesley. But they are not afraid. Sidakesi at that point is going to look out and go, "Are you going to get me out of here?"
Working on it.
Hand me the torch. I'll hold it for you. And we'll take the torch from you in that moment and like hold it up like through the bars.
Do we have health potions? No, she's too far away anyway.
Aderyn, your turn.
Going to. I can see Lesley, but Lesley has a child.
That is canon.
That's
Yes.
fine.
Yeah, the child is. Can I move the child?
That's,
Yeah, you're holding.
On Lesley.
Yeah. Can I see anything else where they are? Or
Sorry.
is it just the child and Lesley?
you can definitely see Tauri on the floor.
Okay. I'm going to move towards the door here and like tell the kid to follow.
I think that's fine. Their initiative is close enough to you.
And I will vortex warp Tauri to me.
Sure. Done.
She can't.
So
She can't not.
She can't- There's no con save. There's no resisting.
No.
The scarves are left behind.
Can I?
God damn it.
She looks rough, doesn't she?
She does indeed.
What was the? Do I have? Were we able to bonus action give a potion to someone else?
No.
Or was it just to ourselves? No. Okay. That's fine. I'll keep her with me for now. She's
Okay.
Do you
Give
shout
it to
that
the
out?
kid. Give
Yeah,
it to
I'm
the
gonna-
kid. The kid has an action.
I
The
think.
kid went.
One of
Kid
you
went
use
before
hope.
Aderyn. The kid went before Aderyn.
Yeah. I think the kid
I'm
is
gonna-
scared enough to not be helping.
I'm gonna shout out to Arquen. You need to get over here. Tauri needs help.
Okay. Any Aderyn's turn. It is Galhana's turn. Currently gripped by a demon. She stares at you like she tries to regain her composure in this moment and just goes, "Oh, you could have been. Oh, useful." And is going to summon a like a spectral scythe and attempt to swing it at you in this confined space. I know she's not technically restrained by you right now, but all logic says that she is, so I'm giving her disadvantage on these attacks. Your AC is 16.
Yes.
First one just hits.
I'm gonna roll my tail.
Okay.
No, I want to hurt. No, I'm not. I'm gonna wait. Roll my tail or hurt her. Roll my tail, hurt her.
I know what
Roll
I
my
would do.
tail. I feel like I need to not be hit right now.
Okay.
That's a +5 to my AC.
The first one, as it swings, the tail just deflects it away. Second attack does hit with an 18.
No. Yes, it does. It's only the one attack. Yeah.
Third attack, natural 2, doesn't hit. She only gets one blow on you due to how you're like constraining her and trying to throw this at you. So that is minimum damage as well. 5 points of slashing damage, halved to 2. And 9 points of necrotic damage, and you cannot regain hit points until the end of your next turn.
Ooh, dear.
At that point as well, she, sensing that the fear is draining out of the room, is going to move. Only, well, she can fly, but I think even you're heavy. She only gets to move like about there, dragging you along with her. And having recharged her Spirit Whale ability, is once more going to unleash a cavalcade of nightmarish screams to the 4 people within range. I need Ximori, Lesley, the child, and the Hand of the Emperor to roll a Wisdom save again.
That was
Hand of the
pretty
Emperor
good. That was good.
succeeds. Child fails. The child is afraid again and clinging on to you, Lesley.
18.
Is it still a 15?
It is a 15, yes.
17.
17, that is a success. Ximori?
18.
Both of you succeed and aren't frightened, and therefore only take 7 points of psychic damage. As the child is frightened again.
It's getting bad, guys.
Countdown is still at 2. That ends Galhana's turn. Balrick.
Oh, okay. I hear Aderyn shout for help. Can I see where Aderyn is? Is there like a silhouette formed by the outside, or?
I think you know from where the shout is where Aderyn is and could head in that direction with no issue.
Okay. I saw Tauri go down as well, didn't I? Because she was in the light.
Yeah, that was before the light went.
Yeah. So I think hearing that and seeing
No, it
Arquen is
wasn't. I
kind
went
of...
No,
down
sorry.
after the light got.
But you would have been aware of you being down because light appeared in that area.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Oh, I didn't
you went
know whether
down.
you would have dark vision enough to be able to see.
No,
So
you went down
silhouettes,
in the
nothing
middle of a
specific.
torch. I saw you go down in a torch, and then Aderyn has...
So you went down, torch got lit, it becomes very
Yes.
obvious that Tauri is unconscious in light. So yeah, what you doing for it?
So I think I'm going to go, Arquen, you deal with this. And I'm going to Zephyr Strike
Ooh.
as a bonus action. Oh, no, I'm not. No, I'm
Sorry.
not. That doesn't work. No, I'm not. Oh, I was going to use it for the extra movement speed. But I need to attack to give myself movement speed.
And also you couldn't have cast 2 leveled spells.
I got a healing potion.
Fair. You know what, I'm okay with that. Like, I'm okay with you just using Zephyr Strike for the additional movement in
One
this.
minute. No, I would have the movement speed. Yeah, oh no, yeah, I wouldn't have the movement speed without. Yeah? Like, using all of it, expending the whole spell
Yeah.
now to not get the advantage on the attack, just to get the odd attack damage, just to movement speed.
Does it negate attacks of opportunity or does it still get one?
Yeah, doesn't provoke opportunity attacks.
Cool. Then yeah, you can with the speed of the wind at your heels make it over to Tauri.
I make it over to Tauri. Comes into view. Everything's still very grey. Alright, I've got. Don't worry, Aderyn. I've got. And I will kneel down and feed her a healing potion.
2d4 plus 2.
That's my last healing potion.
As Tauri, you feel the warm liquid.
Oh! 4 and a 4.
10 points of healing to Tauri as you see the tall, lanky Goliath over the top of you feeding you a healing potion with dexterous ability that all of it goes down your gullet.
Implied that has definitely fed medicine to multiple unruly kids.
Yes.
And then upon breathing, I cough up a load of black phlegm.
Yeah. Ending Balrick's turn. It is the Fanatic's turn. It'll spiritual weapon.
Oh yeah, that was my boss action.
It will spiritual weapon at Arquen.
Derek is going to move into the way as well. No attacks opportunities, just move to where I was, just as sort of like a wall.
18 does not hit Arquen. Spiritual weapon fails. And I don't know, is going to attempt to rush towards Ximori and get you off Galhana. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. And will can make you make a dex save, please, Ximori.
18.
4 points of necrotic damage, as even clinging on and desperately trying to grab Galhana, you avoid most of the damage. And
Was that a spell it just did?
Oh yeah, good point.
D4 per level of the spell. I'm assuming it's a cantrip.
It is cantrip.
4 points of thunder damage.
And it fails a concentration check. Spiritual weapon disappears. And it nearly. He's not looking good. He's still around, but he's not looking good. Ximori, it is your turn.
Okay, I am suffering, but so is she. That's the important thing.
She is not happy where she is. Let's put it that way.
I am going to now. I obviously can't use the glaive because I'm clinging onto her.
Correct, because you need.
So as part of my Draugshi, I kept the tail. So we're just gonna stab her up with the tail.
Cool.
Just arcing over my back like a weird fucking scorpion. Just
Yeah. Go for it.
I'm going reckless on this because
Entirely fair.
that's about where we are. Natural 20.
Let's go. Arquen is on deck after this, Chris.
Yeah.
Ooh, maximum damage, which means I have to do maths annoyingly.
How dare I have to do maths with my shiny math rocks?
Quick, pass it to Chris.
31 points of damage on the first one.
Jesus Christ. Now I have to do maths. Concentration check. DC 15. She holds it. Fly stays.
Damn. I deal double damage to objects and structures. Structures, it's not a structure. Okay. And we'll go again.
Yeah.
Natural 20. I'm on a death spiral.
She is desperately clinging on to
It's
this
the
ritual.
definition of a prison shank at this point. It's just like straight into the kidneys and liver. It's just...
Holy crap.
27.
Ugh.
Like, I feel like the strike of it is audible. Just my tail thundering into a rib cage.
She is maintaining concentration.
Oh,
She's rolling well on con saves, but she is definitely bloodied now. Jesus Christ, she's coughing up blood, but like holding on to things, and is almost like reaching back to almost try and rip open the veil that is behind her to allow whatever she is trying to call through into this world. Anything else on your turn?
Well, yes, at the start of my turn, I have to make a wisdom save, or on a failure, I lose control.
Oh, right.
Which
okay.
I realised I forgot to do. I rolled a 3.
Okay, so that's where the nat 20s came from.
If there is a non-creature within my reach that I have not used my action, I use an action to attack them. If they're still alive, I can make a bonus. I can make an unarmed attack as a bonus action.
Well, carry on.
Does my tail count as an unarmed attack, or is this just a regular unarmed? Yes, good.
I'm loving the shivving.
Oh, it was so close. So close.
3 natural
But it's
20s in a
not.
row.
However, I do have an inspiration left, so I'm using it.
I've just realised. Okay, I'm just getting rid of that. Never mind. Carry on. She doesn't have to.
Nearly had it. I went crit fishing and I didn't get it. But it is, however, it's an 18 on the dice.
Hits, roll damage.
Uh, 17 points of stabbing damage.
She's clinging on.
And can she make me a Constitution saving throw, please?
Well, first of all, she's going to roll for fly. Natural 19.
right,
Your one.
actually 2 Constitution saves.
2.
Sweet. She can
No,
only take
sorry.
an action or a bonus action.
What was the 2? She just rolled a natural 20 on that con save.
Oh, I'm using 2 crippling blows on her.
Okay, I'll roll one more. She's rolled a 15 and 16, 19 and 20 on 4 consecutive. That's just on the die. And another nat 20. Jesus Christ, she is not going down. She maintains fly and is not crippling blowed in that moment, as almost like she pulls on the shadow behind her to fuel her strength in this moment.
And the second crippling blow.
Oh, that was that. I rolled 2 on those. It was a fly with the
Okay.
19 and 2 crippling blows with a double nat 20s.
Damn.
She stays up. At the
that's everything.
end of your turn, she's going to use her last villain action for Umbral Shadows. I make an attack roll against every creature within dim light or darkness, which means Lesley and co with the torch are fine. Everyone else gets an attack roll against them.
Advantage against me. I went reckless.
Cool. Against Ximori, that is a 21 to hit you.
It's
Against Arquen, that is a 19, which is his AC. Against Deck, natural 2, doesn't hit Deck. Against Tauri, natural 3 for 9, doesn't hit.
Nope.
Against Balrick, natural 18 for 24. And against Aderyn, an 18 against Aderyn.
Yeah.
So I think that is everyone in the party except the bottom middle fight, who takes 27 psychic damage.
So, when I'm attacked, as a reaction, I can make an unarmed strike against her.
Sure. I will say for flavor, just to describe what happens, as she clutches this pendant, this like pyramid pendant around her neck. No, it's not around her. She just pulls it out of her pocket. She pulls out this pendant, and almost like you see it kind of light up from underneath as the shadows around the room all suddenly grow claws and reach out and slash towards everyone. Your counter is to her pulling out this magical item.
Yeah. It's a 19 on the dice. That is... Makes sense, really. It's only 12 points of slashing damage. As Ximori drops to 0, and I fall to the ground unconscious.
You take a death save upon hitting the floor. Galhana, with this ability, also gets to teleport 60 feet, but now she just smiles smugly and goes back in front of the ritual, facing the thing as it is coming through. Anyone else down?
You said 27, right?
Correct.
How much damage, sorry?
27
damage.
psychic damage.
Yikes.
Which Arquen have.
Correct. Arquen didn't take it. Oh no, Arquen did get hit.
Did not.
Yeah, so Arquen takes 13.
Is his halving it an aura, or is it just him?
I believe it's his aura, isn't it?
It's his aura, isn't it?
Yeah, so Deck
It's his aura, yeah.
Deck wasn't even
Deck
hit.
also... Or was Deck not hit?
Deck was missed. That
Arquen
ends...
takes 13, Balrick takes the full 27.
It is Arquen's turn.
Arquen can see this stuff happening. Balrick can't. Ximori is down.
Yep.
Yeah?
Yep.
But Arquen's a bit
Ximori
stuck
crashes through a set of pews and just like...
Alright, Arquen needs to get away from this. He needs to take down this cultist so that he can get past and start helping. He's gonna attack. How does smite work now?
It's a bonus action after he's hit.
Mm-hmm. Oh, that's.
I will say, Galhana is looking fucked up.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. If he can just get there, he just needs to take down the cultist. Is looking healthy. He's seen Ximori drop with no one else around to help, and he's
I tell you what.
quite into
I tell you
it.
who can
But
get.
you know what he's gonna do?
I tell you who can get to Galhana easily. It's the next person in initiative.
Lesley.
Arquen actually can also get there. Arquen is going to use a Misty Step, his last spell slot.
Ooh, okay. So he's going to take
To
2
get
attacks of
there.
opportunity, or is he going to teleport first? Because
He's
she
gonna Misty
is
Step first.
she is still flying. I will say.
Oh, okay. I think then he's going to push through, get the attacks opportunity.
Okay. From the shadow,
6.
misses, and from the cultist, also misses. Both missed. Don't get through his armor.
Back is through. And then he's going to Misty Step up to her. If he grapples first, can he bring her to the ground?
I didn't.
He's in like armor.
I didn't with Ximori. I don't think it would happen
Fair.
instantly. I think something would happen after the fact, though. He's quite
If
heavy.
she's absolutely looking very bad, he's just gonna. If he can attack twice while he's in midair.
I'd say with the Misty Step, yeah, gets him up and then on the descent can swing twice.
One on the up and then one on the down.
Yeah.
Let's do that then. Let's just Misty Step up, 2 attacks. One of them is a 19 to hit.
That hits.
Only 6 points of damage.
6 points of damage.
That is a more 22. 22 hit.
Hits.
And that is 11 point damage.
She is still up. Barely.
But Arquen is now next to Ximori.
I will. Can you make me an acrobatics check for Arquen as he lands?
Oh, yeah.
Not good. Not good. That's a 3 on the dice. I don't think Arquen is the most acrobatic.
How many hit points does
That's a 3
Arquen
total.
have?
26.
Okay, good. Then 14 points of damage from crash landing at full speed in a desperate attempt to bring her down doesn't kill him.
Because Mori is
land
unconscious, it is full
superhero landing.
demon form.
Oh yeah, that's a problem.
Oh, my knee!
Anything else?
Arquen does land superhero thing, but then also, yeah, it hurts his knee badly.
Yeah. He's driven to one knee.
Um,
Lesley.
So Lesley has a scared child on his back.
He does. Galhana is extremely bloodied and is essentially about to throw her hand into the ritual portal to try and complete this ritual herself.
Which is really cool. Lesley can't see that.
You have a torch.
yeah,
I
she's
only have
outside
very-
the range.
Oh yeah, good point. Yeah, you have no idea.
Everyone can see. In fact, that makes it worse.
I have one question. It won't change. It shouldn't change what Lesley does because Lesley doesn't know. Can you see the big hole in space?
No. Because it itself is darkness.
It's just extra darkness.
Really need someone to get a bigger light source in here.
Yep. We do what we
I
can
had
with what we
one.
have.
I had one. Spent lots of money repairing it.
Would it be
for it.
possible for me to yell something?
You've just come up from unconscious. You've got no idea what's going on. You can't see.
Fair enough.
Lesley, what are you doing?
So I try and get this woman out. Leslie's going to use his attack, an extra attack, to attack
Break the
the lock on her cage.
Go for it. Make me an attack roll.
That's a 19.
That's
oh no,
the-
we're doing it strength. I'm sorry, it's a 17 or something.
17. It dents the lock. It does not break it. Make me another roll.
That's a... Oh no, it's a 16.
A 16. The first attack lowered the DC from where
Sorry,
it was.
18 and 17.
18 and 17. That is enough between the two attacks. Clang! The lock breaks off. Sudokesi just immediately pushes through, holding onto the torch. So let's get out of here.
Bonus action. I'm gonna tactical command her to redeploy so she can just already move. And Lesley is bolting. I'm hoping that she's bringing some light with her.
She's got the torch. She's holding the torch for you.
Cool.
So
What is that ring?
that ring is your protective thing from demons. That
fuck yeah.
hasn't been relevant because you guys have really kept everyone from being frightened quite well.
Yeah, and Leslie's movement is like 30 feet, I think. Why is it not on this sheet? Interesting.
I don't think you've got a reason for it to be extended, so it'll be 30.
I don't have a reason for it to be more than
And
that.
this child is light enough that I don't think it's going to slow you down.
Well, Leslie's
That
just...
Got the dad strength.
running
Leslie's
away.
turn. This shadow is just going to wildly fling out at Deck with 2 attacks.
Deck would have taken the dodge action, so they have disadvantage.
Okay, the first one is a 15.
So I didn't command him. I don't think that hit. It does not.
Okay. And the second one is lower as well. Deck.
They're jumping out of the way.
This cultist... I think seeing the torch moving, the cultist is going to rush towards the torches. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. And is going to... I think throw a dagger at you, Lesley. Misses, though. Is definitely like seeing you holding the child trying to bring you down. But
Let
that
it be
misses.
noted that Lesley is holding the child facing away from all of this action. Lesley is meat shield in this moment.
Tauri, you're up.
I am going
If
to.
you've got anything that can give us some light, that'd be great.
You see, I can't do the light.
I will say I'm okay with like in this space kind of knowing things. You can see the ever bright lantern is attached to Balrick's hip. You could use your action to try and turn that on.
You see, that's the issue. I want to hold my action because I'm going to yell, "Get me a light so that I can see." Actually, if I can see Balrick's on it, just no. I'm going to tell Aderyn. Aderyn, can you try getting the lantern for me to see? And then I'm going to hold a 4th level Dispel Magic.
Ooh. Okay. Well, it is the child's turn. The child makes a wisdom save at the top of their turn to no longer be frightened. I'm going to roll the dice that Emma bought me. We need a 15 or higher.
Can I see the child? Sorry, before that, I forgot that there was a frightened child.
You don't.
If anything, yes, because they're lit up by a torch.
It's like you sitting in the audience of a theatre. You can see them.
Okay, so
That's about it.
I will just call out to the child. It's nearly over. We'll get you there soon, and give them my last bardic inspiration.
Okay. That is a 4 on the die, so we need an 11 or higher on this. That's a 4 on the die, I'm afraid. That is a total of 8. Tendrils of fear begin to work around this kid and latch on to the ritual as the countdown ticks down 1 more. The countdown is on 1. Aderyn, it is your turn.
I would like to hold the lantern.
You can use your action to activate it.
Yeah.
Chris, what's the cone
Just
from
holds
the
it.
lantern?
Big.
If I remember right, it was basically the entire space, wasn't it?
It's 120.
Yes.
It's like 120 feet or something like that, which is like a.
Yeah.
Yeah,
so
it's the entire. It's the entire church.
There you go. Something like that.
And if I can see the portal now,
You can indeed see the portal. I need you to make a charisma check.
Cool.
With the state of the ritual, I'm going to play this out. The ritual started with a countdown timer of 8. I'm going to say for this roll, for every one it's counted down, it ticks up the DC by 1, starting at a 10, like a conventional spell. So you are currently needing to beat a DC 17 with a charisma check.
just to confirm, it is not a spell. It doesn't have a spell slot, like a spell level.
It's
That's
a
what you said, it's
ritual
17
kind of.
instead.
Yeah, that's
scopes
what. Yeah,
beyond
but
that,
I just wanted to confirm because the wording of Dispel Magic is if it's a level 3 or lower, it's automatically dispelled.
It's not.
So I just wanted to clarify that it wasn't one.
Yes, so
So I need
17,
a
DC 17, you have charisma 5, and by all definitions, you are not proficient in this, so you get half your proficiency for being a bard.
Well, I get to make a ability check using my spellcasting ability.
Which is 5 from your charisma.
So
Don't question me, I know how the spell magic works. I have a whole
Yeah,
character whose thing
it's
is this.
4. Fine. I wasn't sure if it would be
Oh wait,
spell attack.
is your
modifier for something.
is your
No.
charisma only +4?
Yes.
Oh, sorry. It's +4 from your charisma, and then what's your proficiency bonus currently? +3?
Yep.
So you have +6 to this roll. We need an 11
So-
or higher on a single d20 roll.
It is a 15 on the die.
As you are prone on the ground, suddenly the brilliant white-blue light from the ever-bright lantern cascades out from this space. What do you do?
You literally just hear me pull out the flute from my pocket, and I just blow. And it is the most ear-piercing, discordant noise you'll ever hear from a child playing the flute. We all know what it sounds like.
In that moment, Galhana, reaching towards the space with both hands to almost rip the veil itself, tear down the curtain between worlds, is suddenly clasps her hands to her ears in that moment, stumbles, the umbral prism in her hand cascades to the floor as the ritual, the portal there begins to shimmer and shatter, and a discordant like sound wave echoes through it. The creature inside repels back from the discordant noise, and the space collapses down and begins to shimmer and collapse. It is being held open by the smallest margins by Galhana's concentration, but the ritual is basically reset to the top, and she would have to start the entire incantation again right now. It is a speck in the space as she spins around to see you still sitting on the floor, just propping yourself up, playing this flute noise out, almost cracking your flute in the process. And she turns
and it's a double middle finger at the same time.
Aderyn, you still have a bonus action if you want it.
No. I'm cool.
No quicken spell or anything like that?
I mean, we do need to put her in the floor.
Oh. I
Have you got
forgot
anything
about
that's quite long range?
Yeah.
A second astral Hadar.
No,
Yeah.
on top of the Mori.
She's in the air.
I'm
It's
gonna do
fine.
I'm gonna do a quicken spell.
Okay.
No, if anything, you know what the spell is if we want to hit
It's
the
chaos
Mori.
bolt.
Oh, God.
If it's not a chaos bolt right now, I don't know what we're doing.
That's really tempting. I probably shouldn't in front of our royal children.
It also might genuinely kill the Mori.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna do sorcerer's
You-
spell.
Sorcerer's
If you
Burst. Okay.
activate-
In that case, the thing immediately works. You don't even need to bother rolling. Sorcerer's Burst is, I believe, an attack roll.
Yes. it
Okay.
is.
Galhana's armor class is 17.
Okay. I have a. Don't think so. That's a nat 1.
Oh.
7 is 8.
Do you have an inspiration?
I don't think I do.
Oh no, we know what happens with Aderyn's nat ones.
Only on Chaos
Ximori
Bolt.
dies.
Chaos Bolt is funny.
Only if it was chaos ball, which luckily was not.
It shoots over Arquen's. Like, Arquen kind of stands back up in that moment. In the last second, you have to kind of pull your shot. And it hits the black spot and just absorbed by it as it wobbles slightly in that moment. Galhana turns around to the lot of you and smiles. Well, it looks like the saviors of the princes believe in the devil's magic itself. Oh, what a bitter irony it is. Still have time, and you're all looking quite tired. As it is Galhana's turn. She is going to... Lesley is carrying a kid. She's going to shoot at Lesley. No, she's pissed at Tauri specifically. So, a shot is coming at Tauri, seeing you wounded like that.
I am still on the floor. I never got up.
That does mean it's technically a disadvantage. That is a natural 19 on one. And a cock die on the second. For a total of 16.
Do I have half cover? No, it hits.
You take... can't
I'm
remember the
unconscious
drop.
again.
22 points of necrotic damage. You are knocked back unconscious as she smiles and like spits out blood from the piercings from all over from Ximori. I think she's going to ignore Aderyn. She's going to then shoot 2 shots at Lesley carrying the child to try and bring Lesley down. That is a 15, which misses. And an 8, which misses. Lesley is moving too quick. The zigging and zagging.
There's so many scarves.
You can also tell she's desperately trying not to hit the child, who is the only frightened person in this room that she needs. Let's see whether she gets that back. She does not get Spirit Whale back, which is important right now. She is going to make sure she flies up another 10 feet. She is basically like at the roof of the chamber now to stay out of range of Arquen. Balrick, it is your turn.
My turn. I can see now.
Yes, you
You
can.
can see, and you have a lovely target in the air.
Yep. She thought, get down on a knee, aim true. Whoa, let's get this done.
I can just imagine her just floating up, looking like this, going, "You are all beneath me," and then Baller just goes, "Yeah, but I got a bow, bitch."
I can see now. I am going to fucking... You know what? I'm going to cast Zephyr Strike again. Just to get all the power of the wind behind it. Absorb the wind into this arrow. Aim with advantage. Strike true. That's a D12. I don't want to roll that. That's a nat 20. That is a nat 20. So that is 48.
Jesus Christ. Do you want to...
48.
Plus Deck will breathe on it on the way through, I assume.
Plus Deck breathing it on the way through. Yeah, the Deck sees this. That's plus 2d6. This is a fiery arrow of wind. Shoot perfectly. 2, 5. This is a terrible roll. 10, 16, 22, and 25. Plus 6, 31 points of damage.
How do you want to do this?
She's monologuing, right?
Yeah.
Straight in the mouth, mid-monologue.
She's down there just going, "Oh, the irony of watching spellcasters of the Arcane Arts." She goes to, like, reach back towards that shadowy point and, like, glances upwards at the city that she has lived in her entire life. And then just down towards the running child and hand the Emperor her captives, and then just the eyes go glassy, the spell fails, and cracks down in the center of the altar of this room, the stone cracking underneath. And I think there is where we're going to take our very late break. And we'll pick up in the quiet dark in a little bit. And welcome back. We pick up as Galhana's body cracks against the altar. The shimmering disc of black energy collapses in on itself and fades into the darkness behind it. Elsewhere in the chamber, Lesley, carrying the youngest child of the heir to the Imperial throne, running through pews, hears the thump behind him as the hand of the Emperor holds a torch. The a second ago the only light source in this room, now instead illuminated brilliantly by the ever-bright lantern held by Aderyn. In that lighting, you can see the remaining puppeteered corpse has collapsed on top of a pew and gone lifeless again, and the remaining cultist kills himself. I'm going to go with not wanting to be caught, captured, or interrogated in any capacity. In that brilliant light, you can see Arquen down on one armoured knee after crashing it into the floor from a heroic Misty Step, and by their side, those of you with... oh no, it's fully illuminated. The horrifying, bone-spurred, black-skinned, monstrous demonic form of Ximori / Bast, unconscious on the ground. As the only thing currently saving their graces is the screwed up eyes of the child being carried on Lesley, and the fact that everyone else is running for the exit. What do you want to do? Oh, also Tauri's unconscious. I forgot about that.
How did Tauri go back unconscious?
The shadow stabs.
Okay.
Return stab.
I was still mid combat, so I'll just tell I'll just be like, Aderyn, can you get Tauri, and I will use movement to not dash, but like Zephyr Strike, just like wind push me forward to skid in front of this fanatic, and just be like, Arquen, get him back up. And for the sake of things,
it's easy enough to mop up the remaining cultists and everything, and just eliminate them. Their fervor is diminished in that point, and they're easy to just cut down.
So I do that, and then Arquen's gonna get Ximori up with the last lay on hands. Gain 3 hit points.
They're really like stand next to Tauri, like, I'm not the doctor.
Just because, if we're running slightly on initiative with that, Arquen only gets Ximori up after Ximori's turn.
Okay.
I would like to ask whether anyone is trying to cover for Ximori before Ximori can regain concentration on their form. Because I'm about to roll perception checks for 3 members of the royal family, essentially.
Can Lesley cover the eyes of the kid on his back?
That's done. That's one roll that doesn't happen.
There is still the other child behind, who is looking into the room.
And there's the hand.
And there's the hand of the king, the hand of the emperor.
And Lesley's rushing her out.
Okay. I'm okay with her being at disadvantage in that instance.
Like, Lesley's just like, get us the fuck out of here.
I'm surprised Aderyn just doesn't kick the torch. The lantern.
Aderyn,
you're the only person who can act.
Yeah, I can turn to look at the girl to be like...
Swing the lantern around right into her face.
Yeah, essentially. I'm going to be like, are you okay? And turn with, like, the lantern to blind her.
Okay. The timing on initiative is tense on that, because Aderyn technically goes after the children. So, Aderyn, I'm just going to ask you to make a deception check, let's go with, to try and, like, get the child to not be looking.
26.
Kid is instantly, momentarily blinded by the lantern and is very much distracted. So it is just a perception check at disadvantage by Sidhu Kessi. With a natural 6, that is not going to be high enough with a perception bonus to notice, as she is ushered towards the hole in the wall by Lesley, firm hand on the back, allowing Ximori, you as you come back around. You're still in this form. What do you guys want to be doing?
Can there be, like, is there a shadow in the room that Lesley can shoot?
If you want.
An adult creature. Derek has one in his mouth and is currently playing ragdoll.
Yeah, that one is ragdoll. There is no energy left to animate that thing. There was a cultist in the room if you want to shoot it.
Yes, please.
Cool. Done.
Okay, I'm gonna roll to hit.
Okay. What are you doing?
Yeah, it's a thing. I'm doing a thing.
Okay.
That's a 14 on the die plus
That hits a cultist.
some. Yeah, I would like to use my final martial die. Oh, is it even martial?
Are
Oh,
you
fuck
so-
yeah. I'm gonna Emboldening Strike. When I hit a creature with an attack, I can use a bonus action to give a friendly creature I can see within 30 feet temporary hit point. Oh, it's temporary hit points. Can't temporary hit point somebody who's unconscious.
No.
Well, I
can, it just-
don't
doesn't help.
That looks
Just
back
shoot
at
him,
Tauri.
Tauri, did you see that? Tauri? Tauri?
Sorry.
So Tauri,
Wait,
I need you to make a
360
death saving
never
throw, please.
Yeah, that's fair. 2.
That's a failure.
Yep.
What are you guys doing?
Moving towards Tauri.
Yeah.
I'll-
Once them two are up, I'm gonna start
I'll
moving towards.
give Tauri a potion of healing.
Okay. Roll that for Tauri.
Turns around and shines the lantern directly in Tauri's face.
It's the doctor doing the pupil response just with a giant lantern.
How much was the potion of healing? Just
2d4
normal.
plus 2 if it's a normal one.
Gethin,
Yeah.
just as a point of order,
Mhm.
Two
was
plus
I
four.
revived before my next turn for death save?
No, you wouldn't have
No.
been, actually. Arquen would have got you afterwards.
Okay.
I'm not particularly worried.
Right.
I know there's a real problem if it goes wrong with having... Oh, wait. Oh, no, you have one failed. Never mind. There is a risk on
That
this.
is a. So that's a 9. So that was a second failure.
Okay.
As Ximori is lying there, so as Arquen sort of bending down, as Ximori is sort of unconscious there, I think like there's just like a sort of thudding as Ximori's arm like leaps and then falls back down again before Arquen gets to me. Like, oh no!
You just
It
get
sort of curls up in a ball, like.
so close. We could have had it.
Get back in there. And I forced myself back into elf form.
Cultists dispatched. You leave the chamber. Sidikesi runs out with the kids out of the chamber before stopping and turning around, waiting for you all to join.
Oh, I actually gained a point of exhaustion as well. I
Why
ended
didn't-
my Dragshi form was ended before I'd killed a sentient creature. I gained a point of exhaustion.
I will get up and hobble
Okay.
towards the front.
Right, first of all, in the interest of all things, I am extremely thankful that you came here. But if you do not mind me asking, in the interest of full honesty, who are you and why are you here?
The firebugs, the Crown Prince. We're nobodies. He didn't want anyone knowing that this had happened.
That explains the desperate use of a mage. 2 mages. I'm assuming... To what college are you two from?
I trained here. And I'll pull out the slightly charred writ that you can solely see healing, because it's magic, so it always repairs any damage it takes, just very slowly.
Sure.
We need to get, rather than looking at credentials, we need to get out of here. We need to. I think we all need to rest up. To be honest. Oh,
Hang
not
on,
in
I've
here.
got-
She in this
I've
moment
got
like
something that can
turns.
help with that.
She turns to the children in that moment. She goes, "Are you two okay? Okay. Right." She like momentarily like shakes herself and like reasserts her posture. Right. So you were sent down here to find us. What's your plan for getting us out?
I have a plan, and I require Aderyn and Balrick taking everyone else somewhere else.
Right. Let's go. We're not staying here. This place. There's too many corpses.
I would appreciate understanding exactly what you're planning on doing.
I pointedly look towards the unconscious cultist currently pinned up at the wall.
I think it's best to just leave them to what they're doing. We're gonna go find a shelter for under.
Your Highnesses, go with these individuals. If the children have any but a single scratch upon them, I will see that any reward that you have promised will be vetoed and you'll end up in a prison. You, however, I would appreciate being part of any conversation. So I will be coming with you.
Well, Your Eminence. I suddenly remember who I'm talking to.
Yes, it is worth noting. You're essentially talking to the second most powerful person in this empire.
Yes.
For Bryn, you're talking to Malcador.
Yeah, I guess.
So where do the rest of you go? We will...
I am making my way up to here to get the book, because she was reading from a book, I assume.
Didn't Aderyn destroy that book? I'm fairly confident Aderyn shot it to death.
Did she? Oh.
Yeah.
The first
The opening salvo.
Yeah. The first thing, that's what the nebula was.
Right, I'm just gonna very slowly just search this entire place.
Okay.
Just because I don't want anything that they've been doing left here, because I feel like we want to pick up everything so we can hand it off.
Make me an investigation check, please.
I'm gonna look for shelter out in the surrounding buildings.
There are all manner of buildings for you to choose from if you think. Anything.
Presumably, Derek is going with a sort of emotional support dragon.
To protect
21.
the kids.
I think very much the children gravitate towards the dragon that has been sent to save them.
Save them. Derek
It's
is also
definitely Dragon Knight that's definitely here.
Derek is also uninjured. Derek is perfect, gleaming a light in the dark with the ever bright lantern shining off him.
Just to be clear, who goes with Balrick, Derek, and the kids?
Lesley.
So it's Balrick and Lesley.
Aderyn, where are you
And
going?
kid.
That's
It's the dads and the kid. The dads and lads.
Aderyn, what do you want to do?
I think I'm happy to stay with the children.
Okay.
For now.
So you lot wander off.
Ximori did request you, didn't they?
Aderyn, are you still, Hang on, and in your head you hear... Can you, read people's minds today still?
I have to concentrate on it, I think. I haven't thought about it since we started fighting.
Okay. So you'll, tuck it out.
Why do you want me to try?
I'd like to see what's in his head, so I know he's not lying. But, that was a sort of backup, because I'm fairly sure he won't lie to me.
I can try. I'm very tired, but I can try.
Okay. Good.
I'll
This will get us out of here, probably.
Okay.
Can't hear you, Gethin.
I muted myself to blow my nose. So you three are staying with Sidukesi at the cathedral as Tauri is quickly scavenging around. Tauri, the book that was used at the center of this ritual is heavily damaged. There are scraps and fragments. So you can take that and potentially grab pieces of information down the line, should you wish. You can gather all sorts of holy symbols, essentially, from any of the cultists, if you want. The two fanatics have functional ones that are this kind of iron compass, 8 points of the compass style thing. Galhana has a slightly more ornate one with a black gem that sits in the middle that is then ringed almost like a halo instead, like kind of element. The other thing you find on Galhana's body is that almost onyx pyramid that she pulled out that caused the shadows to leap forth and attack you all, that you can pick up and take with you. You can also find on Galhana's person 30 gold pieces, and amongst everyone else as well.
Nice.
Take those for now. Cool.
Cool.
I put everything into a. Oh, we've used. Did we used the protection from fiends, didn't we?
Yes, Lesley.
Yeah, that's what's on Lesley.
Yeah, I just need to take it out from my thing. That's all. I'm going to put it all into a sack together.
Sure.
So that it's kind of separate to everything else.
Not a problem. Do you then head off to join the campsite that's building, or are you staying here for the interrogation?
I am going to go to the campsite because I will then start casting a
Tiny hut.
tiny hut.
Yeah, ritually casting it.
Assuming that we're going to have to stay the night because we're all about to die.
Well, as you wander off saying that, you join up with the campfire crew, which we'll pick up with in a second. 3 of you, two of you, and Sidukesi wander into the chamber. Ximori, you kind of grab that cultist and bring them down.
And I also take out the set of manacles I have on me and manacle his arms behind him.
He is currently still unconscious, I will say.
Good. While he's unconscious, I'm going to check his mouth for suicide pills.
Sure. Make me a medicine check.
Investigation, sure.
Sure, I'll give you.
Or I'll just pull his teeth out.
Investigation or medicine, your choice. I don't mind.
We'll go medicine, I think, because they're both the same anyway.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, actually, can I get a Basti bonus for this, or is it a... Fair. 15.
15. You take a look around, you don't see anything of the kind. You would assume that if they were going to do anything, they would use their ritual daggers to accomplish that.
Yeah, I throw those to the other side of the room.
Yeah. Into the wall.
And I'm going... Yeah. It's stone. And, yeah, I'm going to take him up against, like, the shattered altar.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm just going to sit in front of him, and I'm going to wait for him to wake up.
It doesn't take too long, for the sake of brevity, for him to kind of come back around. And he just...
The moment he does, I'm going to grab his lower jaw with my hand and just hold it open. Right. Let's have a little conversation, shall we? Nod. That's it. Good boy. There we go. Right. So, you and your little friends here, you fucked it. Fucked it bad, and now they're all dead, and you got nothing to show for it but the slimmest chance that you get to spend your last few days in a cell rather than rotting in a pit. So, if we want to try and have just a little bit of a chance to get out of here, why don't we be a good little fella and tell us how to get out? Or you see that one over there? And I point to the cultist that I broke over a table.
Yeah.
That's the start of what I'll do to you. All right, buddy?
Make me an
Blink once, if you understand.
Make me an intimidation check. Aderyn, are you
I
doing
get to add
anything?
strength to this.
I need to go back there though to access stay with the children.
Okay, if you wanted to stay with the children, then that's fine. You don't have to be here.
But I'll go. Like if Ximori says that it goes wrong, I'll go.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it's just 2 of you in here then.
Yeah.
It's just you and Sidukesi.
26.
His eyes are absolutely wide with fear as he is staring into your pupils and seeing a monstrous face staring back. It's like,
Okay, I'm going to let go of your jaw now.
Mm-hmm.
And if you don't tell me what I want to know, I'm going to start breaking bones. Okay? And I've got a very good friend who can keep you alive for a very long time. So be a good lad and tell us how to get out of here. Okay? Good.
We always. His like eyes are flicking around and like flicking between you, terrifying, and then like fearfully look away to look at like Sidukesi, who's just staring, like standing sternly, like a head teacher directly behind you, just watching this whole ordeal. Like, we would climb stairs.
Good stairs. Where are
Galhana
they?
would lead us.
Think now. Think
the top end.
carefully, and I'm going to grab his little finger in like mine, like.
Top end of the city. The big building up there. There was a doorway in, and then stairs. I think.
Which building?
The big one.
You can take us there, can't you? Think, and I bend the top of his finger back.
Make me another intimidation check.
23.
As you say that, Sidukesi kind of leans over your shoulder, like stares at him directly, and just goes, I can make certain that wherever you end up is at least a place for you to live out your life, as sorry as it is. I think it is more preferential than whatever this individual will do. Roll with advantage.
Ooh. Natural 20, 27.
In that moment, he just kind of like looks at her, and like that, it's that power with a raw animal in front of him, just like, okay, jail cell, dungeon. He's like try and calm his breathing. I can guide you way up. Sure. Yes. It's top of the city, big building. You must have seen it. Walking through, and then lots of stairs, and then we come out. Up top. Yeah.
Where do we come out?
In one of the chapels in in the lower city.
Come on.
In the lower city. Yes.
Is anyone waiting for us when we come out?
I not that I know of. We never
Think harder. I grab him by the chest and I lift him upright.
It was always a very empty chapel, and we changed into clothing so people didn't notice us.
I look briefly to her.
She
Does
kind of
that seem satisfactory?
casts a glance at you, just like, good enough. That'll get us out of here.
And I non-lethally, like, let him go for a second, grab the back of his head, and unconscious.
He slumps back down to the floor. At which point she turns to you and just goes, a useful talent you have.
Yes, I don't like doing that, but you know, when you're big, sometimes that's enough for the little ones.
I feel you have a history in the field. Go join your compatriots. I will be there shortly. I just want to make sure there's nothing on any of these bodies that will be of use.
Okay, should I take this one with me and keep him
Probably best that we
Prisoner.
leave him outside of wherever our camp is for now. Don't think there's anything down here that will get to him.
And I just go and like basically manacle him to the broken cages.
A fitting tribute. You wander away.
Your Eminence. Hello.
Back at the campsite, what are the lot of you doing?
Assuming it's been enough time while I've set up I'd have confirmed. I think we just started talking about, are we going to try and get out of here now, or are we staying the night?
I think we need to rest. We're all so. I think we need to start. We need to rest. We're also like hurt and damaged. We need to tend our wounds.
How are the kids doing, actually?
Yeah, can I talk to the kids?
Yeah, sure. The kids are there. They're each kind of holding on to each other while kind of like leaning on, holding on to deck to some capacity. They are afraid, but the younger one is a bit more kind of shut in at the moment, not talking. The elder one is more kind of looking around and paying attention to what you're doing. More on a like hyper alert rabbit kind of stance.
Do they have all their hit points?
They do appear to be uninjured. The younger son does appear to have a little bit of like nose bleeding, burst blood vessels from being caught in some radial effects. But other than that, they're not physically injured.
I'm gonna go up to them and just like check them over and be like, are you hurt right now?
Physically, we are okay. And I want to extend the thanks of the Imperial family for you coming to free us from our captivity.
You're doing good. You don't have to do that right now, okay? Your parents, they sent us. You see this dragon? You see Dirk?
Yeah.
He's here to help keep you safe.
Okay.
We're gonna take you back home, and you're going to be okay. Do you know what it was they were trying to do with you? Anything at all?
I don't. They talked about trying to. There was talk of a ransom letter sent, and then an ultimatum of they were going to unleash some kind of terror upon the city. They seemed. They were not all with their mental capacity, and I am quite thankful that at least within that they did not see to harm my brother or Her Eminence.
Good. That is very lucky. You just rest up for now. We're gonna figure out how to get out of here. Are you hungry?
Yes.
Me too.
Turns to Balrick.
And I'm gonna walk away.
Like,
Balrick has like some jerky on him or some bread. It's not. He wasn't prepared. Actually, no. He's got the bag of holding, isn't he?
yeah.
There's enough nice. He's not cooking.
Mm-hmm. You hand out
there's, like,
rations and stuff.
Some basic dry rations.
I think by the time that's done, like handed out, the kids genuinely pass out from stress and exhaustion. Like they are asleep.
Makes
and
sense.
Deck is full. Like you know, have you ever seen those videos of Great Pyrenees dogs just like around a baby's cot? Like that's Deck around these two children. Deck is like, I understand my role here, and I'm not moving, as they are fully asleep against his father. Deck is a child. He just knows his job.
He's a dad in training.
I am doing good, yes.
At which point, the bubble goes up. Ximori rejoins the group as you want to discuss what you're up to.
Seeing like that the kids are already asleep, Ximori just basically collapses to the ground.
Leslie's gonna chuck a thing of wine at Ximori.
We've got our way out. That's all sorted. He definitely wasn't lying to me.
Is he...
Oh, he's alive. He's showing us the way out.
Okay.
Yeah. No, I didn't kill him.
Oh, Lesley was... Lesley. And her evidence?
We'll be here soon. I think she's just investigating them. I couldn't really say no.
I will say, just for the sake of things, Arquen would have also done a traipse of all the bodies, and you would not have found Koromar here. Just for the record.
Which is the big one that is...
It's the big dragonborn that knew
Arquen's.
Arquen from the past.
Yeah.
And Arquen is kind of stewing over that in the corner.
But, yeah, we've definitely got a way out. It's up into a chapel. So what I think we should do is when we get up there, make sure it's all safe and that. We don't go out, we call the scale guard to us at the chapel so the kids aren't just out in the public, Take them through like the scale guard routes, not like march them up to walls. Does that make sense? Sorry, I lost a lot of blood today.
It makes perfect sense.
I think that's a great idea.
Okay, good. And then Zori just kind of falls asleep-ish, trances.
Short while afterwards, Sidukesi joins, is kind of waiting momentarily at the barrier, like unsure whether she's actually welcome in.
I can see out, can't I?
Yes.
Yes. I'll just stick my head out and just wave them in and just say, it's also kind of like in one of the ruins, trying to like hide a bit, and just say it's just so that we're a bit hidden while we've probably killed everyone we know of. It's better to be safe.
I think based on... I don't think there is anyone else down here with us, but I am aware that perhaps other creatures beneath the ground might be common, so I appreciate the tact on that matter. It is...
I've also set up alarm around as well.
I presume, based on the comfort and the settling down of various people, the decision is to rest down here?
Yes, we have expended just about everything we can to free you. We could continue, but the danger would be too great.
Well, I would certainly enjoy being free of this darkness sooner rather than later, but I do perhaps understand the need for a little bit of patience in this moment, and since the royal children are currently asleep, it is probably for the best. So how exactly did the prince find you?
I think
I think it was Jack.
Was
I
during
think-
the... Sorry.
I think they'd always been keeping an eye on us, especially with our companion over there pointing towards Dirk. It's not exactly easy to go unnoticed when you have that following you around.
No, it is not, and I had received plenty of reports of the type. I just did not realize quite the fortuitous moments that would have brought you and the Taizi together. Well, I am sure there are many questions that will be answered upon us reaching the surface, but for now, I am leaning towards grace on certain matters, considering it has indeed proven useful. Though I cannot say the same for certain other members of the government branches. She's like casting glances at Aderyn. You're on mute, Emma.
We don't want trouble. We just wanted to help the kids. I think maybe after this we'll be leaving the city.
Well, if we're going to rest, we should rest. Is there anything else I should know about what happened here? Information would dearly be useful to an individual such as myself. I'm deeply fascinated how a group of untrained mages, a young dragon, and an individual with a criminal history end up together. I would appreciate understanding quite who my saviors are.
Honestly, bad luck, I think, is the common theme of us banding together. We happened to be in the same town at the same time when music hall got attacked by... It was attacked, wasn't it? By bandits.
Yeah.
By bandits that we did what we could to protect the other patrons when we at least had basic skills of defending ourselves. And then we decided we happened to be going in the same direction, so travelled as a party and then stayed together over time.
There is very little in this world that seems to happen by chance. An interesting one if it did. Out of curiosity, I'm not entirely sure where. Wasn't exactly given a sightseeing tour. How did you find us? I'm assuming that wasn't another bit of bad luck?
No, I mean, we are in the old, as far as I can tell from what what we found as we've tried to track and have a look on where you are, we're in a city from before.
You're saying this is Avasar?
From what I can tell, I think so.
Interesting. That'll certainly make certain elements of the Empire quite interested. But still don't answer my question as to how you got here.
Tracking through sewers after we went to the crash site and did a small investigation there and found a box that allowed us to have was it a necklace, wasn't it?
It was a compass.
Compass, sorry. Compass that allowed us to get through a door that made many people scream.
That does feel familiar. Would you mind if I take a look at this box?
Yeah, I'll hand it across, and also the compass, which isn't in the box.
No, it is. The box is a compass. It's like
the box is the compass.
It's Captain Jack's compass kind of design. Takes a look at it. Well, if it was pointing in a certain direction, it's not pointing anywhere anymore. But I do see it has magical enchantments on the side of it. Assuming you have no particular personal attachment to this, I wouldn't mind taking it as part of any residual investigations that may happen.
Would it be okay? Would it be okay if I wrote down the symbols so I can study it later myself?
Make me a persuasion check.
16, 26.
You have a particular interest in that field of study? Didn't have you pegged for that as apparently a quite brash and loud performer?
I try not to be too brash and loud when dealing with things normally. Sometimes it's needed.
Needs must, I do understand.
But from my home as it were, I have a interest in all things rune and inscription based magic forms.
You're from Stoneshore?
I am.
Fascinating. Long way from home to study, but I respect it. Certainly, who am I to deny a enthusiastic, brilliant young woman?
Cool. I will copy them down because I haven't actually done a proper investigation of what they are. So mark that down and then we'll work it out.
She then takes the compass and puts it in a pocket in the clothing that she has. Is there anything else of particular note or use I should know about your presence here, your involvement in these endeavours, anything about what they were attempting that would be useful to know? I fully plan to make sure that this individual does not have any others out there and such events do not happen again. So any information you do have would be most pertinent.
I'm not entirely sure what they were trying to do exactly. I think it was, correct me if I'm wrong, tear a hole into a different plane, maybe.
Mm-hmm.
But, and I'll hold up the sack from everything that I found. This is everything I could find as I was having a look around after the rigmarole. I was going to be handing it to the Jade Cloaks once we found them, but I have no reason to keep it.
Very well. Well, I'm feeling you can hold on to this for now, but I will take it. I'm sure we can hand it to the Jade Cloaks for their investigation once we are up top.
Of course.
The rest of you are awfully quiet. Anything to share about our ordeal? Or is it just a matter of turning in for the night?
Nothing really to discuss right now. I'm quite shattered, but if you'd like to share something, unless you'll hand the wine to her.
What's the quality of this wine?
I do believe this is good wine. I think we got this a long time ago.
You believe
we were
this
saying
is
at
good wine?
Vinegar now.
All wine's good wine when there's only one wine.
Does anyone have a drink receptacle? Because she does kind of like absentmindedly look around to not drink directly out of the bottle.
We have like mess kits and stuff, so...
Tauri will, I feel, being who Tauri is, have two, or have just probably has a small thimble, thimble-sized shot glass, because she has a bottle of whiskey, tumbler, but will also pull out just a small, metal plain goblet that could be used for any kind of
She graciously
drink.
accepts that, pours some wine into it, and does take a sip to try and calm the nerves. Well, it seems our ordeal is not quite yet over. We still have to get out of this place, but I think given your troops' prowess when seemingly at wit's end, I have no doubt that that will be a smooth journey. Okay. Well, let us get some rest. I'm assuming some of you are staying up on watch.
We will make sure there is somebody on watch at all times.
Give me 4 hours.
She goes to lie down on somewhere comfortable.
I think we can say we've probably got out, there's enough bedrolls for everyone bar 2 people, I think.
I technically have a bedroll, but I'm foregoing it for other people.
Well, I think there, as you all get some rest, much needed for some of you who have not slept in 2 days.
48 hours.
In the remains and ruins of Avasar, beneath Andamon, the immediate threat of the cult of whatever they were dealt with, but still a lot of questions left unanswered, and a short end step to your quest to conclude. I think there is a decent place for us to close this chapter of our story. We will pick it up again in a future session as the camera fades to black and you all slowly get some sleep. We will continue telling this story next time. But until then, see you later. And you all level up!
Woohoo!